Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of The 12, our epic campaign of discovery and adventure across the continent of Corvair. This story will stream live Sundays at 6 p.m. Central here on Javelin Entertainment. And if you missed the last session, you can check it out on their channel page or by clicking the link down in the description.
Last week, our prison breakers had just broken out of the joint and made it to the coast, where an expedient exit was waiting. However, Jasira caught sight of a familiar face and left with more questions than answers. The ominous words of this man from her past still ringing in her head, the group was met with congratulations and celebrations upon the successful breakout. More important than the successful mission was the hefty payday that came out of it and official recognition as true sea dogs, members of the Pride of Dreadhold. Next up, the criminal-infused backwater paradise of the Lazar pirates. Our group set about various tasks from working on scientific experiments to sociological explanations. Nearly at their destination, they came upon a merchant vessel and gave chase, but the chase was cut short when another pirate vessel was noticed, waylaid by some sort of creature. The Pride decided to take the moral high ground and assist the poor scallywags, drawing the attention of the beast and bringing it right into their crosshairs. The cannons rang out and their bolts were shot, leaving no sign of the creature remaining. However, the beastie seemed to be more wily than expected, and it rushed the ship from below, slamming everyone to the deck. I can't even toy around with questions. Let's jump right into the action to find out what happens next.
Danger.
So as you all are... This ship is just slammed from below and lifted up out of the water as this creature rushes it from directly below the ship. We're going to bring everyone over, and I need everyone to go ahead and roll me some strength saving throws.
Where? Oh, there we are.
That's a rough way to start.
And Adam, you might need to mute on Ninja side.
Oh, okay. There are miniguns in the front of this ship.
I needed something for the towers, and I couldn't find anything better. Yeah, that is better.
Out of curiosity and pure desperation, since I had bless on, could I use my climbing speed to help me attach myself to the boat?
Ooh, this is gonna hurt, guys.
It might hurt.
I'm gonna say that
Maybe
I'll let you roll.
advantage
Yeah,
on
I'll
this
let you roll with advantage here.
Again, out of pure desperation.
Slimy boy. Slimy boy, nat 20.
There it is. There's your luck for the entire session.
Yep.
GG, gentlemen.
Same value.
That's it.
Sun's going down.
It's over.
Also, by the way, your camera isn't coming through.
Yeah,
on chat or on stream. Oh,
Stuff
okay,
in my
gotcha.
face really quick. I can see David
to
though.
See it, damn it.
Alrighty. As this ship is slammed by this creature, and we have Roland, Sentry, and Clyde all losing their feet and being tossed across the ship. Boku is able to kind of grapple on with his leg and his arm onto where he stands, and Jasira is able to just kind of roll out of the way and grab onto a rope, but the rest of you are kind of thrown backwards against the edge of the ship as it rises up, and then as it begins to come down, and this creature then lands its giant maw opening and at the side begin to pull down and slide the other direction. Those who failed, I now need a dexterity saving throw, so that's Quartz or Sindri, and let's see,
Clyde.
Roland and Clyde, and Sindri, if you could roll for Cade as well.
Yeah, I did for strength as well, and she failed it. I got an 11
for both.
of them.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So yeah, then I need one. I'm assuming that the 14 is for Sindri for the dex save.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the 19 is Cade.
All right.
Man, why is Cade rolling so much better? Full crap.
Because it's good for your marriage.
Because Quartz does not have sea legs.
Okay.
Valid.
So We have Toe slamming, but she makes the dex save, so she is still there. The Schalt succeeds. He's not moving. Sindri fails and fails, so he slams on one side, then drifts down over to the other. Similar for Jade. She's over there. And we had Roland who slammed on one. Cade on this side. Boko stayed. And Jasira saved. I think that... Oh, Clyde. Where is Clyde at?
Down here.
I see where Clyde is. Yep. So saved one. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So as this happens, and various crew members begin to go flying off to one side or the other, knocked, hinder, and kind of hanging onto the rigging as all of this begins to slide around. You see as this massive creature erupts out of the water on the side and begins to open and extend its maw. And I need everybody to go ahead and roll some initiative.
No, thank you. Looks friendly.
Ooh. Oh gosh. It's gonna be that kind of night, guys. We're about to pay for all the nat 20s.
Break out of one of the most hardcore defended prisons in the entire campaign. Get outside and just get turned into mince by this creature.
There we go. 3.15, not 3015. I'm not Lilith.
Oh wow, I'm not last. No one got worse than my 4.1.
What Jeremy's watching.
Where's the Schalt? I need to roll for him as well.
Puppy. Yeah.
Wow, we are just taking up the poles of the initiative order here.
Uh-huh.
There we go. We got the Schalt in the middle.
Man, that thing is big scary, ain't it?
Okay. And let's go ahead and add him in here.
Maybe we can use that as a ride instead.
All right. Well, to start off the initiative, we have Clyde.
Yep.
And as it gets to the start of your turn, before you even have a moment to react, from the waters around emerge these different tentacles, these long green slimy protrusions that extend up and split into 4 individual, almost like flexible fingers, and begin to reach down towards the crew. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and pull those out.
Yep. I need to know what. Oh no.
And it is your turn.
Well, I'm sorry, y'all. Clyde's gonna cast invisibility on himself. And the strength save, we all fell, correct? So I need to stand up.
Yes, that is correct. If you fail the strength save, you are indeed prone.
Okay, I would like to stand up and move. I think I have a 30. Is it 30 foot or is it 25? 25. Great. So I have 10 feet. Fuck am I going? Right there. Yeah, no thank you.
When the DM finally has enough with all your hentai jokes.
Fuck. We're gonna collect them all, David.
All right.
I am scared for what the earth hentai is. We have air hentai, we have water hentai. We need fire and earth still.
Oh, no.
Balrog whips.
Quest for the Nine Hells.
Just flailing Balrog whips everywhere.
I want to give Jasira Bardic Inspiration.
All right, how are you doing that?
Oh. From just an invisible Clyde. Jasira, you need to smash the tentacles. I got nothing today.
It's all good. So as you call out Jasira, you do have Bardic Inspiration. So I'll go ahead and add that on.
Is that like is that +4? Or 1d4?
You get a d6.
D6.
Within the 10
Cool.
minutes. If
That'll
you
be
fail, whatever.
Yeah. Oh.
That's all I wanted to do, though. I really didn't want to go first fighting this thing.
All right, and with that, it will go ahead and use a legendary action, and it is going to make a tentacle attack on one of the pirates. Oh yeah. As this tentacle reaches out and one of them grasps onto Lydia and begins to lift her up into the air. And she is within the center of this tentacle. And we'll move it over here just a little
She's probably
bit.
enjoying it.
As it's next to the creature. And Jasira, that'll bring us to you.
Oh boy.
You are
Wow.
you are not prone because you succeeded the initial save.
Yeah. For once, everyone's rolling bad and I'm doing okay. Knock on all wood. But. Ooh. So. Okay. I think. Do we know? Sorry. Okay, that was a weird throat thing. So, do we know if all of these ballista or cannons rather, are like already kind of primed? Are they loaded?
Yes, you guys had kind of reloaded, at least on the far side. So the side that you are currently on,
Right.
you were reloading in the process as this creature was moving up from beneath.
Well, that's cool, but I kind of want to shoot at its face. Which is the wrong side of the ship. So, do we need to do everything in like specific order, or can we technically, in theory, aim, load it, and then shoot it? Or does it have to be loaded first?
So it is a separate action for aiming, loading, and shooting.
Right. But my question being, is there a specific order it has to be done, or can we do it in any order?
So you do not have to aim, but you have to load and then shoot.
Right. But I got my advantage on perception in order to advantage on aiming, therefore. That's why I'm asking. Can I go over there and aim it, yell for Tobe to get her ass over there so we can shoot the bitch?
Yeah, yes, you can aim at any time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Aiming
Then,
just has to
she's
happen
gonna-
before it's shot.
Beautiful. So yeah, she's gonna yell at Tove, like, get over here as fast as you can. She's gonna run across the ship, and start aiming that bitch.
All right.
That bitch.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. You need higher than a 4.
I think I can do that.
Oh, you
I think
said
I
I might
can.
have
You
trouble.
did it.
I think I can. I
this
think I
bitch, that bitch
can.
is getting cross bitchination.
You barely.
Cross bitchination.
And Austin, you might need to mute on Ninja as well. Sorry, I didn't go through
My
and mute
bad.
everybody at the beginning this time. All right, and then it is going to be another legendary action.
This is
All right.
why I chose invisibility.
As this tentacle goes towards Valaris, but for now he's able to jump out of the way, dodging the attack as it slams into the deck below. And that will bring us to the creature's turn. And with this, the creature is going to... Let's see. He's going to try and bite the two creatures closest, just with the maws out just right next to him. He's going to slam down on Sindri and Tiff. Sindri, what is your AC right now?
18.
18. This
I'm
will
assuming my
indeed
plate
hit.
armor's done. If not, then it's 16.
No, the plate armor would be finished once you got to Krez, so it is not quite finished yet. So
Okay.
it's still
Then it is
16 then?
16.
But yeah, it hit either way. All right, so that will be... where's my... There it is.
Oof.
All right, you are going to take, what is that? 24 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Man.
No.
Ow.
Oh, that was on Tinky Boy. That's not good.
Alrighty. And Tiff is going to also take 24 points of piercing damage. And that will bring us to Boko. It is now the tentacle's actual turn. I forgot to add them in there at a 14.
Oh, guys.
The tentacle's actual turn.
All right. So Boko, you are going to get a tentacle attack. And that is a 17 to hit, which
My AC is 17.
it just hits. All right. And so that is 16 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled and restrained. As Boko is lifted up in one of these tentacles as well.
16 points.
16 points.
Ooh, that's not good.
This monster's gonna murder us.
Fire the cannons.
Aegon is going to take 20 and gets grappled. Oh, I hit the
Oh,
wrong
hey, but he killed the
thing.
tentacles.
I hit
It's pure manliness just caused the tentacle to cease to be.
I want to back. There we go. Oh, not the right. Okay, and then we've got, let's see, who's closest here. Can't see Clyde, so it'll go for Quinn. And that does hit as well. That one is only 12 points of damage, as she is picked up in that tentacle. Then we move over here. We'll try and get the big guy. Yeah. As the big one is picked up.
Oh no.
That's not good.
That's 20 points of damage.
You're gonna murder us.
I give you a full crew.
But say, fire
It's been
the
a nice
cannons.
campaign.
Yeah, this is how we get the ship. Enough of the crew gets killed.
We get the pick from the remnants of the crew.
And he grabs the helmsman. Oh, he missed
Maybe-
one. Missed
This is all a
Valaris
bad
again.
dream. It's okay.
What the hell is Valaris' AC? He's huge.
He's just rolled really bad twice on Valaris.
It knew
But-
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Valaris just glared at it and then went, hey, never mind.
It's fine. It's fine. All right. And 19 to her. Okay. Well, now that I forgot the last one.
No.
The
No,
one,
it's okay.
Lydia is in the tentacle, and
Oh.
she is going to get tossed towards the creature's mouth. And
Oh.
as
Rip.
she is thrown inside the creature's
Clever
mouth.
girl.
Oh no. Bye-bye.
And at the end of the tentacle's turn, it will use a legendary action to bite down on her. And it will hit. And it's 2 to do that. So it only has 1 left. And what do we have here? What's the bite?
Guys, I'm getting in the rowboat. Peace.
10, 18 points.
Sindri can breathe underwater for the next 24 hours, and you're just gonna jump in the water. Screw the rowboat. We're going underwater.
12, 40, 37. All right, and it bites
You're
into
gonna
her, but
walk
she
across the
slides
ocean.
out and falls down into the water below.
Oh no.
And that
How
will
much
finally
damage did
bring
that
us
do?
to. It did 19 to her.
When she fell, was she waving her arms and flapping at all?
Yes,
or was
she
just
kind
limp?
of got bit in and was able to kind of slide off before the full force of the jaws kind of came down,
good.
and she was trapped inside. And she slammed into the water there. And Boko, it is finally your turn.
She's still a Lydia, not Alien Dia.
At least so far. At least so far. You are currently grappled and restrained, Boko.
I really had an idea what I was going to do until a second ago.
Oh, I understand completely. I went first and I was like, I have nothing.
I wanted to go first.
Yeah, if I'm restrained, I can still make attacks against the person that's grappling me, right? They're just
Correct.
at disadvantage?
Nope. They are they even at disadvantage? I don't think.
I don't know.
Restrained, your attacks are at disadvantage. Grappled is just your
That's
movement
what it
speed
is.
0.
Yep. So
Gotcha.
yeah, they're at disadvantage, but you can still attack the creature.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna start with I'm just trying to free myself here. I'm gonna peel back the bark on the leg and try to use it as a makeshift blade to kind of cut my way through this tentacle. So we'll see. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's a big tentacle.
That does indeed hit for 9 points of slashing damage. Very nice. You cut into it, and you definitely see as this black blood pushes out, but it's not enough to cleave through enough to free yourself.
I guess we're gonna have to try a little bit harder. I'm going to use my bonus action to try to jab the blade into this thing and just find purchase barely with the tip, and we'll see if that actually
the tip,
works.
eh?
Just the tip. Ooh.
That unfortunately does not hit as you're trying to maneuver around, but can't seem to get it in.
I can't seem to get it in, guys.
Can't seem to get it in.
No bueno.
That's it. That's all I've got.
Not familiar with the process.
Being that Lydia has been thrown into this creature, can I make set to counter grapple and not leave the tentacle?
I mean, you can certainly try. All right. Seeing his sister get tossed in, Feether is going to dive into the water after her, and begins to swim.
Oh wait, she has a
out.
brother on the ship?
She does.
Roland, you're in
Know
trouble.
that. I'm in trouble. You're the one always grabbing her shirt.
That's all I'm grabbing, by the way.
That will bring us to Cade's turn.
All right. Cade is going to go to the middle of the ship and away from the tentacles' reaches, and is going to cast a healing word on Sindri, because he just lost half his health.
No bias there.
No bias.
Hey, it is perfectly reasonable.
Oko also lost half his health.
Well,
I noticed that every once in a while, Cade stops being critical and starts casting at large on Sindri.
It's some sort of fugue state.
and is
Yeah,
then
then she
going
wakes up out of it and goes, I really need to ration those more.
and is then going to guiding bolt the creature's face. And see that.
Right in the
Ah.
face.
Come on, I'm rolling awful.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
Austin, are we doing the up to second level on a bonus action rule?
Oh yeah, that's right. I cast the spell for bonus action. Yeah.
I
Am I doing this wrong?
think so. I think that's a
Okay.
special feat, actually, now.
Okay,
it a
then
feat?
never mind
Okay,
on that. I forgot they were both spells.
You're good. You can do a cantrip, though.
No.
So we will.
Do you have any?
Frostbite.
Do you have any attack roll cantrips?
Yeah, I'll frostbite, which would be the 10, which I assume this is.
Yep. So you toss out a frostbite instead, but despite the massive size of this creature, the entire ship is moving back and forth, and so it's incredibly difficult to be able to even maneuver enough to get her legs underneath her, and she is unable to land the hit on the creature. And after her turn, Jade kind of rushes, pops up to her feet and begins to kind of climb up the deck towards the center, and Tiff kind of scrambles up out of the way. And Sindri, it'll bring us to your turn.
All right. Sindri is going to do his giant smite and get ripped me big Sindri.
He makes himself more delicious looking.
And I assume you're standing up?
Yes. Yes, Sindri's going to stand up, pull out his large maul, do giant smite, and then cast Blade Ward with his action, and kind of taunt the fish. That's all you got. And bang his chest with his fist.
Oh, rip
and walk
Sindri.
like a step forward. There you go.
Oh, whoops.
The
I don't have
The grain of
a-
salt got larger. Extra.
I'm going to try to take the hits from the mouth so other people don't have to.
Bold.
Yeah.
Bold move, Cotton.
I have resistance to his damage. I feel like I have the best chance about it. So
I feel like you need to pick up this cannon and shove it in his mouth.
I already used my action. That is a later plan.
Good.
What is going on? Why?
I'm crit fishing for it. So needs to crit me so I can kill someone I don't like.
Oh man, it's gonna do like.
I'm still waiting for the
damage.
moment the
Oh, God.
octopus just gets turned into paste.
Yeah, we're looking where that octopus is. Sindri's gonna be eyeing around.
And I will say, just for, I don't know, to give you options, that the tentacles and the head do count as different targets for this
Entities.
combat.
Yeah, that is more likely the target that'll be. But it's more fun to say otherwise.
Understood, absolutely. And at this point,
Orcus is gonna have another whale of a tail.
No, if I can do it on a crit, we can just it is just gonna randomly collapse dead on deck.
Oh.
at this point, both the giant blue orc and the white-skinned Goliath woman come up to the tentacle that is grappling Boko and begin to cut and carve into it, and peel back enough of it that Boko, you are dropped free. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Fantastic.
Do it.
10. Yeah.
Oh.
You splat right into the water beneath it.
Oh no.
And that'll bring us to Roland.
Okay. Are the Goliath and the orc still engaged with the tentacle?
They are indeed.
Okay. Then, with Boko now free and in the water below, Roland is going to move towards the center of the ship and sling his rifle off his back, bring it up, and fire. And let's
All right.
add to that miss counter.
Or
Oh, I still have... I had turned off Bless. I
13.
swear I turned off Bless.
13 unfortunately does not hit.
Yep.
oh, but he's so
Add to the miss
big.
counter.
Bummer.
But yeah, you do
Um,
stand up.
Throw a knife at it.
Then...
It dies.
I don't want to lose them. These knives don't automatically come back. I have to go retrieve them.
There's already a bunch of us in the water, so.
Just ask him to hand it back to you. He's got enough hands.
God damn it.
Then in that case, I should have probably done this beforehand, but we'll go ahead and use Insightful Manipulator to see if I can get a bonus for next round.
Alrighty.
Which means I need to roll Investigation, and
Ooh.
it needs to roll Charisma-based Deception.
Interesting.
Let me know what you got. There we go.
Oh my gosh. 11.
Wow.
I haven't rolled above a 10 tonight.
That's rough, buddy. You learn one of the creature's ability scores. Your choice.
There's a lot of wisdom-based saves, so what's its wisdom?
Its wisdom is a 15.
Okay.
It's better than mine.
He's way better
Better than
Clyde's.
mine.
It's not a dumb creature.
Oh,
Alright.
maybe we can talk our way out of this.
With all them teeth, how high is its charisma?
All right, as the few other folks begin to stand back up to their feet and kind of make it towards the center of the ship where they're not as close to the edge, Clyde, that'll bring us back to you.
Clyde, seeing that everyone's kind of running away, and no one is a bigger coward in this situation than Clyde. Clyde's gonna cry. Fire the cannons! It's our only hope! And then Clyde is definitely, while invisible, is going to move up to this cannon and load it for Sindri.
There you go.
All right, you go to
And
load the cannon.
No Chinese.
is that a roll?
Shift the cannon.
No, loading the cannon is just an action.
Okay.
And Tove similarly is going to do the same thing at the beckon of Jasira.
And then shout to Sindri, do your thing. Of course, he's going to get another bardic inspiration, because I don't want this thing to be alive, thank you.
Sindri misunderstands and
I'm
picks
gonna
up
move
the cannon
5
instead.
feet. Right. Yeah, I just want to be a little bit farther away from the target of Sentry.
Pickle! Also, by the way, your camera is cut out on
Oh,
Ninja and stream.
I've been eating.
Oh, okay. Everyone's eating.
I know, I'm...
Delicious.
See, I'm gonna eat, but I will make all of you watch.
Only the people who turn off their cameras to eat are going to get eaten tonight.
Oh no, I don't like that.
Wow.
I'm okay with this. Okay, by what though? Well, which of my creatures is going to take a bite?
The hungriest one.
I'm guessing the giant green one with rows of angry teeth.
Oh, in the game. Yeah.
Yes.
Hungry.
All right, Jasira, that's going to bring us to you.
Fire. Pew.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack with it. I don't think you're proficient with martial weapons or firearms, correct?
Yes, I am. Martial
You are?
weapons. It's in monk stuff.
Martial weapons?
Monk weapons.
Hashtag monk stuff.
I don't
Monk stuff.
think
No,
It does
monks have
monk
martial
weapons.
weapons. Yep, they have monk
The
weapons.
stuff I was looking at showed me I had martial weapons as a proficiency because I could take a number of proficiencies. So I did.
Oh,
Is it
for
martial weapons
increased
in there?
intelligence?
Maybe?
All I know is I have it on here as an actual martial weapon proficiency.
Well,
when I
we'll roll
bought
with
the
it
sheet.
tonight, and I'll look into it. So go ahead and make the roll. So it'll be dexterity with proficiency.
So let's see, we had it last week, wherever the fuck it was. 1d20. We had a 1d20 3 plus 2 plus 3. Because it was dex,
Plus
proficiency, and then what was the other?
The plus 3 is from the aim. Yep.
Oh, cool. Already got
Which you
that.
did.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah. So plus 5.
That will definitely hit.
Nice.
Cool.
And what is that? Is that 3d10? Right? Am I remembering
I have
that
it
correctly?
Open.
I was just up there. 3d10 plus 3 is what I have, so
Perfect.
we'll roll that.
3d10 plus 3.
Our 3d10 plus 3. That's good.
23 points of damage. Very nice.
Good chunks.
As one of the cannons fires off into the creature. And I haven't tried that. Oopsies. And with that, the creature then turns its gaze in your direction, Jasira, as the jaws are going to come down onto the cannon, you and Tove. And
You don't need to do that, bitch.
We just bought
What
that.
happened to my taunting?
Your
no,
taunting
those are
got
only
ignored when a
elves left.
cannon got shot at it.
You're the only elf.
Don't worry, Sindri. You'll get to show it the error of its ways with this loaded cannon you can pick up here in a second.
All right, so that bite does slam into Tove and Jasira. Yeah. Okay, so we got. So you will both take 14 points of piercing damage. Whoo!
That's not good.
Okay. Oh, that's not the right die.
My person's not showing it, but that is half health, and I don't know why.
Okay.
It shows for us.
As this,
it's a bug.
As this jaw slams down on the cannon, it smashes part of the cannon. It cuts into Jasira, and it crunches down on Tove's leg and snaps it clean off, pulling back as her leg is now bleeding.
Oh no!
What?
Oh!
And that's going to bring us to the tentacles.
No.
FC, bro.
Boko, you're gonna need to lend her a leg.
Hey, can we craft her a leg or something?
I can.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Boko is down in the water. It's going to try and go after one of these larger ones. 5 misses. Yeah.
Oh,
Pull up
guys,
a
I
table
love
and figure out what that was.
I love being invisible.
All right, and Aegon is going to get thrown. And let's see, what is it? Yeah.
I still have some sky hentai. I could make Tove like a tentacle peg leg or something.
Oh, do we have any of that neurotoxin?
In aerosolized
You
format.
have it.
It's got a big mouth.
On second thought, I don't trust Roland to throw it in the creature's mouth.
Hey, I'm
Attach-
fine at
attach it
throwing
to-
things.
Tape it to the knife. Tape it to the knife.
Yeah.
Yes. And then Sindri will throw Roland in there so he's in melee range.
Fair. Reverse cannonball. The small one grows large and picks you up and throws you.
What did I do?
No, Tentacle, you stay there.
Wait, stop.
Oh
No,
my
go
goodness.
back.
No.
Stop. No.
You can't walk on the ship. That's not cool.
Be gone.
Legs
Okay.
can't have legs.
Pull you up again. Okay, moving back around. That will take this one. This one's going to get thrown. And yeah, she's fine, but that will be 5, 8,
nom, nom.
11, 16 points of damage to you. Let's see if we can hit. Oh, that's good. Okay.
Oh no.
And then we're going to throw her into the mouth and see what we can do there.
Oh no.
Okay, does that hit? Oh, yeah, that hits. Juicy. Let's see. 10, 18 points of damage. Gosh, I hate that math. 18 is not half. So she, once again, now from the other side, you see one of the women who is often with Aegon kind of gets tossed into the mouth, but kind of jabs into the side and pulls down the neck before splashing into the water as well.
Oh no, groupie
Not
number
one
one.
of the side characters.
Groupie number one.
Shut up. Boko, that'll bring us to you.
Can I climb up the boat?
Yeah,
And
you've got
get
a climb
back into
speed.
it?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
about 20 feet up the side from the water.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Is we're gonna have to go 20 feet up, and then we'll call it 10 feet over, and then we're going to make. We're just gonna use a dash action. and run along, try to stay midline in the ship to keep away from the creature, and hope that I survive the next round. That being said, where are the swivel guns?
The swivel guns are on the corners. The swivel guns were replaced with full cannons for this fight. So there are no swivel guns. There's the full cannons up here where the swivel guns were.
Oh, okay.
There are swivel guns on the back, but they're all the way across the ship.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
The ones on this side of the ship are loaded.
Yep.
The ones on this side should also be loaded because I loaded the front guns up here. I thought they were originally swivel guns, but this was before we actually engaged with this creature. We were still chasing the merchant ship.
Yep.
Me and Aegon had loaded the front of the ship, so I don't have anything to fire or aim, but that's it. Just establishing.
Okay. Sounds good. And that will bring us to Cade.
I thought I saw someone before Kate on the list, but probably just didn't click.
That's the Sean.
Yeah.
Our generous overlord is playing him.
You're pewing.
That
Running
would
a couple
explain
things
why.
in the background to help.
Just a couple?
Just a couple.
All right.
You know, if you
pirates.
want me to take over decision making for like the tentacles or something like that, I'd be happy to
Yeah, they're gonna start loading the cannons.
automatically.
All of them
Yeah.
at the same time.
Can we put a repeating shot on the cannons for an infusion?
Cade is going to cast Moonbeam on the head. So just the center of where the head is.
Okay.
Seems a safe bet.
It's just gonna shine down on it.
Yep. That's a con save, which we'll probably make.
Yeah, focus here. Thanks, Cade.
What's the DC?
DC 14.
Oh, yeah, I did. It rolled bad, but not that bad.
Wow.
So it takes 5 radiant damage.
Wait, is it a
don't
shape
say that.
changer?
It is it's definitely
Oh, God,
not a shape changer.
But then Kate is going to do the star form of the archer, and then do her bonus action archer shot.
That will hit.
17. Finally.
12 points of
radiant.
radiant. Nicely done.
I would love to be able to do as much range damage as Cade does.
You just have to hit.
You can get on a cannon.
It's right there. You're looking at it. It's a big rifle.
All right.
On second thought, stay away from
and
the cannons.
I'm going to say that you guys don't notice that. But
No,
this
I don't like
one
that.
I don't like it either.
is going to go ahead and move
Well, we don't
in
notice the second one closing in.
and try. Yeah, that's going to hit Cade.
Ooh.
Wait, Clyde, you may have unlocked the secret and I may have unintentionally followed it. If we don't do damage to it, it won't target us.
No, if you're around someone that damages it, though, there's splash.
17 points
That's
of
fair.
damage, bludgeoning damage to Cade, and she is grappled and restrained.
I didn't do any damage to it, and it
And
picked me up
a
first.
Constitution saving throw for her.
Okay.
15. That will succeed. So Moonbeam is still up, and Sindri. That'll bring us to your turn.
All right.
And this
Sindri
creature is right
going
next to the boat, so it is within melee range.
Okay, well, Sindri's plan is he's going to bonus action Blade Ward, and then he is going. The other cannon's already been fired, right?
This one's been fired and destroyed.
Yep,
Okay.
at least damaged.
This one is loaded.
All right. Sindri is going to pick up the cannon next to him and like hold it slightly up, and then he is. Let's see. Do I have any cool bonus action that I could do that's useful?
Free
Not
action, pick up
really.
cannon.
You blade warded as your bonus, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did. So Sindri's going, hey, giant ugly fish, and he's gonna like wave and make obscene gestures at the fish, and he's gonna hold his action for the fish's mouth to come towards him and fire the cannon directly into the mouth.
Okay.
Because he's been chomping in this general area, and even if it attacks someone next to me, I imagine it still work out. It'll work better if he bites me, but here we are. And that will be Sindri's turn.
Perfect. Then as a legendary action, I would like Sindri to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
That is not cool.
This creature is not dumb. Okay, so
Sindri
this
is
creature
ready.
moves a tentacle over and almost like a finger just flicks it across the deck, aiming at you and the cannon, and you drop the cannon and pull back out of the way, but the cannon gets knocked off of its ledge onto the deck, and you're kind of pulled backwards, and it does kind of
Wait, I
fall
thought I
off
just
the
had
side.
this on my shoulder.
Yeah, he picked up the cannon.
Yes. So he flicks, and to dodge out of the way, you're going to have to drop the cannon. This is basically going between the two of it.
Between the two of what?
Between you and the cannon. The tentacle is
But
moving.
it's on my shoulder.
Yeah, so it is aiming at your shoulder. If you want to hold on to it where it is, you will get hit. If you want to dodge, then you have to drop it.
Sindri's gonna hold on to it.
Okay.
Wait, actually, no, my thing doesn't work on this.
47 damage.
Yeah, Sindri will take it. Well, we're just gonna take it.
Alrighty.
Famous last words.
Yep.
So you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked 40 feet to the right. And Jasira, I'd like you to make me a Constitution saving throw, or a
Wait,
Dexterity saving throw.
You still have
Dexterity.
The cannon,
You do still have the
Yeah.
cannon, though. Yeah, Dexterity,
Sindri.
not Constitution.
Okay. I was like, this is a very interesting roll you want me to do. Oofy.
Hey,
All right.
hey, Sindri, do you remember that time that you got into huge Sindri and then you golf swung a guy? Yeah, that just
Question.
happened to you.
Question: Is Bardic also on
guy?
saves, or is it only
I think
on?
it is.
Not
think-
on damage.
I think
No,
it's.
I think it is saved.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because then I will roll that.
It's
if I
anything
can.
but
Attack
damage.
or saving throw. So
Okay.
yeah, you can do it on the saving throw. If you
Okay, let's-
check.
Let's see. Yeah, I like that.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
that's better,
So
that's better, that's better.
you jump back out of the way as this massive giant is thrown to the side across from you.
But he
Okay.
looks
No.
cool as hell
Ah.
with the cannon.
You mean Cinder?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Yep. And that will bring us to Roland.
Well, I was gonna run and fire that cannon, but he's gonna like wipe the sea salt out of his eye and try and peer into it again and see if he can get any additional insight with the insightful manipulator
Okay.
for a bonus action. You keep saying that, and I don't like it. I'm gonna learn another ability score, aren't I?
I mean, it depends on your roll. Yep, another ability score.
Alright, what's its charisma, just so I know how badly I'm failing right now?
It's charisma. What is that? I've got the modifiers. That is 5. I think that's correct. It has a -3. I believe that's 5. Or I believe
All
it would
need to
be
know-
5.
We need to figure out if it knows any languages, because then I can tell it to go fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Command. Fuck off. That's 2 words. I cast it twice.
Any movement, Roland.
No, suggest. I'm kindly fuck off.
Yeah, he's gonna move Not that far. To like here-ish. And he'll fire at this tentacle here that has this dude engaged.
Okay.
Or actually, wait, does Cade count as engaged
Yeah.
with this one? I'll shoot at the one that's threatening Cade as I'm moving away.
Go for it.
And miscounter, here we go.
You could have jinxed yourself with that.
Oh,
And a misfire.
Ouchie.
What
Go
the
ahead and
I think
give
I've
me
rolled
that.
above
You and this
5
rifle.
once tonight.
Go ahead and give me that
You're
miss
doing great,
roll.
David.
Let me go look up what that means.
Ruh-roh.
That's the end of my turn. I'll look up
Okay.
what it means and
Yeah.
do the roll and
Appreciate
let you
it.
know.
Clyde.
Well, invisible or not, I don't like being on this side of the map anymore. What? Yeah, no. These cannons down here, they are loaded. I'm
Correct.
pretty sure, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. I'm gonna go blow the shit out of this tentacle here.
All right,
what?
go for it. Hey, we don't king shame here.
I said just a dex attack, but
Yeah.
that was the whip. But it's
Wow.
That will still hit. Go and roll me 3d10 plus 3.
all right. 3d10. But that was awful.
17.
All right, 17 damage.
That is enough to free her from the grapple, though, as she is dropped back down into the water.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got.
Nice. Cool. All right. Jasira.
Nice.
Well, update. I think I know where my confusion could
That's
have
the
been.
first D20 roll above a 10 tonight.
It's a lucky one, too.
If I'd had that on the
I just want to say
investigation roll, I might have been able to stun it.
that
That's
has
why I
got to
keep
be
trying
what
this.
that's what Roland says to himself when this happens. Just a fluke. Just a fluke.
I'll get it eventually. The sun was in my eyes. Some
sun
salt
was in
blew
my
in my eye
eye.
from the waves. Yes. It doubles the chance and messes them
I
up.
meant I was aiming with the left eye again.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, Bree.
So, yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So we can take
We'll check
the
into
threes
it.
off.
Yeah.
That sounds like some goofy math. But anywho, so what we're gonna do here is Jasira will not worry about attacking this turn. She is gonna run over to Tove and dash to try to pull her towards the center of the ship.
That's
All right.
probably a good idea.
Yeah. So, in short, zoomy.
Yeah, you can.
And we'll put her
you have
next
plenty
to-
of movement for that.
Yeah, we'll
Even
put her
at half
next to Iz because, she's missing a leg, so hopefully he won't be trying to hit on her in the middle of an attack.
No, and
So
he
I'll be
actually
fine.
immediately goes down and begins to kind of pull out bandages from the side and try and wrap it up and do what he can to seal the wound.
Yeah, and so does that count as purely movement, or would that also take action?
That is just
think-
actually
Okay,
Yeah.
because then what I would
it's
like
just half speed
to...
whenever you're dragging.
Yeah. Right. Cool. Actually, I'm pretty sure, because you said half. Does that add up? Hold on. Because that was 10 to get to her.
Yep.
Drag her 10
It was
back.
25 total, and 15 of that was double, so it's 30,
Yeah,
40
beautiful.
feet.
Actually, that's just movement. That is exactly what I needed. Okay.
Yep.
Because I want to try doing a hand of healing. I do believe there is requirements, but I haven't used it yet, so I'm trying to figure out what that needs to be really quick. Okay, yes. So we will use Hand of Healing on Tove, and we'll just use one key to give her a little bit of extra health.
All right. So go ahead and roll your martial arts die, which I think is a D6 right now, plus your wisdom.
Somewhere. Yes. So... Actually, no, Marshall just is D4 still. Is that right? That sounds low.
I mean, you guys are only level 4. That
Yeah, I
seems
know.
right.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, I think
So
so.
we'll do D4 plus 3. Nope. Yes. Nope. Wisdom. 2. Okay. Sorry, math is hard, y'all. 1D4 plus 2. Yay!
Hey,
Yay!
it's
I'm
a
like,
little
I'm
bit.
sorry your leg hurts. Touches her wound.
Yeah, so
And it's
she
just like-
immediately begins to place a hand, but just the stress of the moment, like the magic isn't coalescing the way you want it to, and it's just kind of fizzling, and it's stopping the bleeding, but not much else. And it's just kind of holding her off, but she is just in immense pain and is just like biting onto her lip to keep from screaming. And that will bring us back to the creature's turn.
Oh shit.
The creature, after knocking Sindri over to the side, is going to see what he can do. And so he'll go ahead and try and make an attack onto Sindri, which does indeed hit. Sindri, if you want to go and roll me that
Held action.
yeah, the held cannon attack.
Alright. Oh, that was the damage. I don't know what I add to this. Well,
It should be
I
your
feel like it's hard to
dexterity
miss when I'm in
plus
its
your
mouth.
proficiency bonus.
okay. So that would be a 9. But I'm also in its mouth, so...
That is true, and it lowered its AC considerably, but a 9 is not quite enough.
You are inspired. You have a D6.
Okay. A 13.
13, let me see. I think that might just be enough. A 13.
I can't imagine missing when all directions are it.
Fire
just
There
backwards.
is you.
Yeah.
You are a direction that is not it.
Yeah, and you got to remember that this ship is still moving and rocking this whole time, so it's not like you're just aiming and filling up your
Let's say
whole
you just
horizon.
have the
Like you're
cannon
moving up and
backwards.
down and backwards. Yeah, but
Right into the floor beneath your feet.
yeah, as it turns and comes at you, you do fire this out, and it will hit. So go ahead and roll me that 3d10 plus 3.
Alright, so that's 16, because I rolled pretty bad.
16. That's not too shabby though. And you said that did you still have Blade Ward up? I know that you did that 2 turns ago.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I have that.
as it bites into you, it would have done 20, but half down to 10, I believe, since it is piercing, as it rakes across the magical wards. And you do 16 in return.
Did I get any bonuses for shooting it in its mouth, or is it just normal damage, and this all was wasted and I could have not got hit by the tentacle?
I wouldn't say it's all wasted. It lowered its AC considerably, but it's still the same
You wouldn't
damage.
have hit it before.
Yeah.
I don't know. If we took my last roll, it would have hit.
Okay. Let's see. Cade is going to get tossed.
Get
Let's
out of the
see.
party container, you goddamn cat.
Know that one.
Cade is going to get tossed at the orc. I think if she can make it that far. Oh yeah. And so Cade will take 12 points of bludgeoning. Oof. Maxed out on that. And the orc does dodge out of the way. But she slams down into the ground, and I need another Constitution saving throw from her. Still DC 10. Oh yeah, unfortunately. Oh, actually, go ahead and roll me another moonbeam damage before it goes away, though, because it did start its turn. 13.
Hey!
I'm gonna save.
Damage helps.
Does it save every time?
It did save this time.
Yeah.
It's got a hefty con mod.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not too surprised.
All right, and this tentacle will kind of go out at that half orc and miss terribly. And the orc, as it tries to move over, but the orc just kind of spins and cuts into it instead, and spins around in between the two, between this massive woman and the half orc, as well as Aegon now here. They just slice down the tentacle that she is within to ribbons as she jumps back down to the deck as it is destroyed and falls back down into the water.
Oh yay! One down.
Goofy.
6 to go.
7. I think.
Yay. This is great.
The sound of that, it sounded like he leaned into the mic to say that.
He was waiting. He was just waiting for us to feel like we might have a chance. Oh my
He said
god! there's
7,
so
but it
many
sounded
of them.
like fuck you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Boko.
Don't tell him that. He might be forgetting about one.
Guys, that
This is
robot's
a
looking nicer and
fucking terrible idea, but we're gonna do it anyways. Boko is going to rush the aft mast, scoop up 2 of the bobbers.
Yeah.
Foremast. I was trying. I really was.
There are no bobbers at the foremast because they were all thrown at the start of the fight.
Boko gets there.
I'm sorry. There's still 6 at the mid and 6 at the back, but all of them at the front were tossed in that initial salvo. That's how. That was at the start of
there's some
of last
here,
session. Yeah,
and
there's some at the mid
here?
and back. Yep.
Oh,
There's still
that's
all
good
6
to
at
know.
both of those, but the ones at the front are gone.
Yeah, we're gonna
Toad, your legless self tossing bobbers.
We're gonna have to fucking go for it. I'm gonna bonus action Sanctuary because I don't want to die, and just continue my motion. Am I able to go down, like straight down, if I
So
either leap or climb
that
down?
is a roof, so you can just basically run straight over the roof and then jump off at the end with just an athletics check, but it's a very low DC.
Gotcha. So it might slow me down, but I'm more of a like crawl down kind of guy, not really a leap off kind of guy.
Yeah, so just add an extra 10 feet of movement then, and no athletics
So
check.
we'll go. We can probably make it to the Schalt then, from where I started. So we'll just go straight across using a dash, and as we're running, cast that Sanctuary to pull up that sort of smoky field that surrounds Boko, and that's it.
Alrighty. And we'll go ahead and mark that Sanctuary for you.
I gotcha. I can do that.
And Cade.
Where is the entrance to below deck?
There are 2 entrances right here and here that are doorways into where the food is made, and then there should be
I see a trapdoor here.
wherever. Hold on, stand by. I gotta check my map to be sure. I thought there was a staircase, but I forget. Sometimes the perspective is weird on this.
Well, that one works. Kate is going to bonus action healing word on herself.
Okay.
Smart.
And then action dash and open this door and go in it and shut it.
Oh goodness, I should not have tried to change map. Okay, good. I go back. You can easily get inside and shut the door behind, or she can get inside and shut the door behind her. And
You just hear screaming like, fuck! And like Cade like hobbling across the deck really fast, just bleeding all over.
Yay.
and it is Sindri's turn.
Okay.
There went my plan again.
What was your plan?
I was gonna heal her.
GG, Roland.
Stop planning badly.
I was gonna shoot a cannon when you yelled shoot cannons, and now there's no cannon. I'm like, oh, someone's down, let me cleric, and they run away and hide behind a
To be
door.
fair, both those cannons did get fired.
Alternate explanation, somebody says, Roland, fire this cannon, and Sindri goes, fucking nope.
Mine.
Sindri, seeing that the cannon's been fired, he's going to put it on the ground, like here, kind of away from the edge,
Okay.
so that, you know, might not just be bitten and blasted in half. Yeah. And then he is going to, he has his 30 feet of movement.
And suddenly a ballista
That's
appears in its place.
Shh.
It's loaded and ready to
Yes.
fire.
I can only
so
do
he's
so
gonna move
much.
here, and then he is going to just take a swing at it with his normal maul.
Go for it.
That's what he had.
Maybe we should angle the giant dish at the back of the boat at it in hopes to blind it.
Yeah, that's a reasonable
Maybe that's
hit.
why it wants to eat us, because we look so delicious.
Yeah, it's the you know how they use torches in a canoe to bring fish to the surface to spear them. Like we've got this gleaming silver torch on the back of the ship, bringing things to the surface.
Hey, don't blame this on my stuff.
Regret.
A
We'll wait till
16.
you're dead.
A
A
16
hit.
A 16 unfortunately does not hit. As you go to swing in, it kind of turns away from you, and you slam into the armored carapace of the creature and kind of pull up some of the armor, but doesn't seem to make a dent in the actual flesh beneath. As the mouth moves over, and you see as one of the tentacles is reaching down and grabs up Lydia's brother and begins to move it towards the creature's mouth. And that will hit.
Okay, that one's fine.
Don't you ignore me.
Wow.
Why
I'm talking there.
Why did he put the cannon down? Why did he put the cannon down?
Just a disembodied voice floating all over the deck.
The cannon is still in a position to be used.
Alrighty.
Oh.
And he is chomping down on him within the tentacle. And that will bring us to Roland.
Is this cannon loaded, or well, that tentacle just moved?
All the ones on the front, on the south side, are loaded.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that one-
because that's
Yes,
the
it
one that
is.
I was loading when it. Okay, then in that case, we're going to do the bonus action thing again, and hopefully I can roll above a fucking 10 on investigation, and it rolls below a fucking 20 on deception.
we'll see.
God.
Solid roll.
You're gonna
I
know
think it's gone
all
down
of its
by
stats.
one each time.
You're gonna know all of its stats.
We will be able to rebuild this creature when we are done with the fight.
Just get out of the way for the attack roll.
Okay. Okay.
Dex?
Let's just. Sure, Dex.
Dex is 14.
Of course, all of his stats are higher than mine.
Yeah, better than mine too.
Okay. If we flip these rolls, I stun it automatically just by attacking it. Like if we flip its roll with my roll, I stun it automatically.
You can tell us
which
that.
is
I'll
the
believe it
best
when I
of
see
luck.
it.
He's
It's
gonna
probably
move over
near
to
the
this
sun.
cannon and light the fuse.
All right.
So it's a martial weapon attack
Correct.
because it hasn't been aimed.
But it's a firearm. So if you have a proficiency with firearms, it does count.
Okay.
Does he?
I think so.
Does he?
Doesn't seem like it.
No,
may not.
he got what I was saying.
Okay. I'll just roll a dagger and then see if
15 will hit.
That's cheating the system right there.
Yeah, roll 20 does not know.
that's 3d10
Yep, 3d10 plus 3.
plus dex.
It should be plus dex. I think the plus 3 was the person's dex who used it last, and that's been in my mind. It should be 3d10 plus dex, I believe.
So 3d10 plus 2.
Sorry. 20! Very nice.
Range damage.
Good.
And then he's gonna move away from the impending bite on the cannon.
Yeah, the tentacle swings out, kind of going where you were, but ending up wrapping towards the orc, who gets hit instead with the legendary action.
Oops.
And Clyde, that'll bring us to you.
Clyde's gonna move a nice 25 feet this way. And then I'm gonna cast Aid, hitting Tove, Jasira, and Boko. So you guys can each get 5 HP or stamina.
Much appreciated.
And your max goes up by 5 for 8 hours.
You
You
said
say Cade? Or-
No,
Tove, Boko, and Jasira?
yes.
Okay,
Cade
Tove.
is inside and I cannot see
I know.
Cade.
That is why I was like,
Okay.
wait, did I mishear that?
Hmm.
And then
Just wanted to make sure, because it'll be wasted.
And then Clive's going to shout out about, Cendric, don't miss again! And you get Bardic Inspiration.
Alrighty then. And that will bring us back to Jasira. And you all can see that the fight is going on across the decks. You see various pirates scoring off against them, some doing better than others. Quinn is held aloft and has been, but seems to be doing all right, fending off the tentacles, and has been assisted by Koba and Jade. The half-orc and the Goliath woman have dispensed of one tentacle, and you see the captain of Valaris fending off one apiece on the back end. And Jasira, you are next to Tove, who looks considerably better. The blood is stopped and the bandages are kind of holding it, but she's still missing half of her leg at the knee.
Well, we cannot fix that right now. So, that's good. She's doing better. To check, have we...
So, can you pull a fuse?
Have we used this one yet?
Nope.
Okay, then I think... So, would we be able to, like, aim it so we can shoot at this guy?
Yes, if you use an aim action, you can adjust it.
Okay. I guess that's what we'll do. There's enough people around that, in theory, we can get it shot within this round. So, yeah, we will
Well-
get it aimed.
Not before it.
Go ahead and
No, not before it goes, but before I go again.
go ahead and give me the aim.
Yeah. At least we can do that at advantage, so...
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I am very perceptive, and it's a big fucking tentacle. Well, I'm mediocre, but it's
that
there.
definitely succeeds as you go and begin to kind of align it. Miss Lorster to the side of you, her red hair kind of flowing in the breeze, kind of shoves her shoulder in with like unexpected force and just shifts over this cannon pointing. And you see from the edge of the sail, almost doing kind of a backflip, is Whisper, who drops down and just with a spark fires off the cannon immediately. And with a natural 20, it will indeed hit. And just blast.
Hell yeah, Whisper.
It kind
Okay.
of blasts open, and like a splayed calamari, this tentacle just cuts in half and falls into the ocean.
Jesus Christ.
I think Jasir will just say, I do not like hentai.
Whisper can retire after that one. That was fucking
Yeah.
amazing.
Good job,
Don't
Whisper.
say that. This is one day from retirement. It means he's gonna die.
Ooh.
I promise I'll make it home to you, wife and children.
Beloved wife and children.
All right. This creature is still munching on Lydia's brother as Lydia is trying to fight it down at the base. And yeah, that'll be... It will go ahead and make another bite attack. Oh, that misses. So that's good. And then we will get to the tentacles. And seeing as the bite missed, he's going to try and throw him into the mouth. And that one will hit. Let's see.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
19. Still not dead, though. Hanging on.
We'll just like hang out below deck and see if the crew wins.
I mean, you could.
We can, but if
Theoretically.
they don't,
Or if they do, I don't think they're going to appreciate it.
Nah,
If
but then
they
we come up and
do,
take the
it's not our problem. If they don't, it's not our problem for very long.
ship. Yes.
All right, Boko, that's going to bring us to your turn.
Oh, this next move right here is going to cost me my life.
Do it.
Yeah. Boko's going to rush the mast, scoop up the bobbers that are here,
Mm-hmm.
and use the remainder of his movement to go up the mast, line up a shot with one of these bobbers, and hold it for as long as he can to try to get a clear shot at one of the creature's eyes, whether it comes in for a bite or opens its maw wide.
Okay.
He's going to do his very best and aim a catapult directly at this creature's eyeball.
thank you for taking the inspiration of that gif.
I'm going to Rolanize this creature. Would you like me to? It is a dex save on the creature's turn. I will let you determine whenever that happens.
Its
On the
dexterity is
creature's
14,
turn?
just so you know.
Yeah, a dexterity save versus the catapult spell.
Yeah. Are you waiting for the creature to move, so you're holding it for its turn? Okay.
Yes.
Good to know.
So I'll let you determine whenever that goes off, whether
Okay.
it's a legendary action or on the creature's turn.
Yep, it has already used 2 of its legendary actions, but we'll see if anything else would trigger it. We'll see as we go. And that would, as you're holding that kind of on the mast, is Kay doing anything?
Yes.
Dying.
No. Kate is going to pop her head out and cast Enlarge on Sindri and do.
There it is.
I told her I was going to do it too before she left. And also
what did
do.
Kate do in that combat with all of her, nautical savvy and her knowledge of, sea monsters and
And a
being an
swim
epic
speed.
pirate? She cast Enlarge and Sindri and hid below deck.
Hey, it's not my fault that Cade just went almost to death in between her turns.
Wait until we level up and Colleen removes that spell from her list.
She's a druid. She can do it overnight.
Yeah, fair point.
Oh, Cinder better never piss her off.
All right, what are you
You
doing?
can also
Archer.
remove air bubble
Okay.
overnight.
That will definitely hit. Go and roll damage.
All right. 6 radiant.
6 radiant. Got it.
Oh, don't die.
And that'll bring us to Sindri.
Oh no.
Roland can even miss his esophagus.
Is there one of the Leviathan's veins hanging out on the side of the ship, like there were when we were hunting the big whale?
Yep. Yeah, they are right here, right on the edge.
Okay. Yeah, Sindri's gonna walk over there, pick it up, and he's going to. Ooh, actually, how far?
You dual wield them since you're gigantic?
No,
I would like to argue that, but I feel like no.
it has a special property to prevent that.
Well, it doesn't matter because I can't hit more than once with these. No matter what I do, even with action surge, I can only attack once, which is lame. But yeah, I will take my Leviathan's Bane and I will try to stab it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
19 will hit.
Oh no.
Alright, there's the low rolls there, but that's 17. And that was an awful roll.
That was pretty rough.
awful all around.
But 17? 17?
Yeah. I did not roll a single dice, average or above,
And it will
but it was still 17.
use a legendary action to try and maneuver as it swings over a tentacle and will do another flick. So I need another dexterity saving throw from you, Sindri.
Boko, is that gonna do your held action?
This is just the tentacle, so I don't think it would.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'd also be doing my last blade ward, if I'm counting correctly.
Okay.
My last bonus action one, because I used some action ones. Let's see. Dex save. I have too many character sheets open, and I keep
Tell me about it.
okay.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
As you just ready for it this time, just jump backwards and prepare to swing down into it as the tentacle just misses you completely. And that will bring us over to Roland. Roland, you can see that this orc is just battling just with this with two different axes just kind of cleaving and chopping into these tentacles. It is wearing down the one that is next to it. And then you also see the tentacle kind of searching through the water for Lydia and her brother, preparing for another bite into the creature's maw as Sindri is kind of swinging into it. What are you doing?
He is still just examining this creature, trying to find any chink in the armor, and
If you roll an 8, I'm gonna have to leave for a minute.
ask for dexterity again.
he-
You can do it.
It rolled a natural 20.
I haven't rolled an investigation above 5 in
It rolled a
4 or 5
natural
rounds.
20.
It rolled off an 18 onto a 4.
Ooh.
You rolled a natural 20.
It did.
No.
I'm gonna say for that, just in this particular situation, Roland, you cannot. You're just so focused around trying to gain an advantage that you have analyzed the obvious pieces, and for now, you don't glean anything additional from this attempt.
Yeah, no, I can't roll above a fucking 5.
Oh man.
That
Anything
would
else
have
you'd
been a
like
stun.
to do?
Flip the rolls, it would have been a stun.
We keep hearing about these amazing powers. We look
One
forward
day.
to
Yeah, I
One
fucking know,
day.
Nick. I'll turn around and miss the tentacle behind me.
All right, go for it.
There it is.
This is
I'm done.
what like deity did you piss off?
I don't even know. Clyde, what are we doing?
This gun has been aimed but not loaded, correct?
No, that one has been aimed aimed and
shot.
fired.
Okay, Clyde's gonna.
So we need
load
all
it.
3. Yeah.
You gonna load it?
will- Yep, Clyde
All right.
will load it. Move 25 feet. 15 feet. I'm gonna move over
Okay.
this mast, and I'm gonna cast Healing Word at Sendry because I have a feeling that he might need that pretty soon.
Okay,
Yeah.
And submit. You get 7 HP.
nice.
Pretty
Nice.
Please continue being a stone meat shield.
That is Sindri's main goal in life.
Stone meat.
All right, and that'll bring us to Jasira.
Have a cannon.
So, how is that particular tentacle doing?
This one moved over to kind of flick Sindri, and Sindri dodged out of the way, and you see Valaris kind of hop off from the top deck where he was standing and just brings down this heavy sword, just cleaving into it, and kind of spinning around and carving up its side. It looks barely
That's
hanging
rough.
on. Two of the kind of appendages have already been cut off.
Very good. I think she'll use that as a safe judgment call that Tove she'll be fine, and she will try to re-aim that over yonder.
Perception check.
And I do think he should be out of the way, right? Like, I'm not
Yeah.
crazy. Cool. Because we will not try to kill more people. Yay.
Yep, that succeeds.
Cool.
And
that
with
would be
that loaded, with Whisper helping Clyde to load it, this time Miss Lorster steps behind and goes ahead and will pull. And that will definitely... Oh, I should roll at advantage, see if I get another natural 20. Oh, no, but I avoided a natural 1. That's nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's great. That natural 1 would only have been on a tentacle trying to kill someone.
Yeah.
All right,
Fine.
16 plus 4, so 20 points of damage from that cannon.
Very nice.
Very good.
All right. And as one of the tentacles finds Lydia out of the water and begins to lift it up, you do see Boko as this creature is turning to try and bite into Lydia. What are we doing? It's a dexterity save?
Yeah, one arm off and just fire this thing in its direction.
That's a DC 14?
It is a DC 14.
That is a natural 11 plus 2.
Ooh.
So go ahead and...
Dex is 14,
Yep.
by the way.
Go ahead and roll me that 3d8 bludgeoning damage, and we'll throw in the... Oh, got the 6 from the bobber, too, for a total of 25.
5. Did I make it near the eyeball?
So you've kind of stuck it into the head of this creature, not quite in the eye, but kind of
now the little
nestling
floaty thing
in.
is dangling back and forth across
on
its eye.
face. And it just like gives a side glance and kind of turns from where it was about to just chomp down on Lydia and just looks back, seeing you just kind of hanging from the mast.
With another bobber stuck in his arm that he's frantically trying to get ready.
Oh my goodness.
I told you this one was going to cost me my life.
Look,
I regret
Artificer on a stick. I love Artificer on a stick.
I regret coming near both.
All right, and seeing that, the creature is going to extend.
I just realized Sindri critted on his attack. Because this thing crits on a 19, doesn't it?
Oh, I think it
Oh,
does.
wait, no, it's a plus 5 to 19.
Yeah,
I'm an idiot. Ignore me.
It does crit on a natural 19.
Yeah, it's not a bad 19. I'm just stupid. Leave me
You're
alone.
all
That's
good.
Okay. It's Sunday evening.
Yeah, and as it turns its attention, it begins to reach up and its maw extends towards the mast and will try and make a bite onto Boko. And that will indeed hit.
Oh, no.
You were doing
Artificer
so good.
on a stick.
That will be 17 piercing damage to Boko.
Which was the exact health that I had right before Clyde cast 8 on me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I have 5 HP right now.
And Boko, what is your maximum health? Maximum SP?
33
actually?
plus 5 right now.
Okay.
Yeah. 33
All right,
plus
so just the
5.
17 piercing then.
I'm always glad to help my party members.
All right.
From now
I'm
someone
clutch,
else
bro.
doing the
Danger.
leg.
I almost lost half my HP, like full half of my HP just now.
Doesn't that give you a lingering injury?
Yeah, it would have been my second lingering injury.
You could have lost a leg with Tove. You could have swapped legs.
I've already lost a leg.
Maybe I
It was
should
an
come back
arm.
later when it's
no,
a better time.
No. We need the shot.
All right, and with this tentacle, angry, the tentacle kind of has one of the pirates in its grasp, and it just twists and pulls, and you see as the bones break and the body goes limp.
Which pirate is this?
That was Lydia's brother.
Oh, not good.
Rip.
And that will bring us to the tentacles.
Roland. Oh no, Lydia! Oh no, her brother.
Darn, that sucks.
All right, Boko, you are up.
Someone's gonna need some consoling.
I think we're just gonna go for the same plan. I've got one spell slot left. I'm just gonna go 30 feet higher on the mast with the last little bit of my HP and turn that bobber around and get it ready for what's coming next.
All right, you're holding your action again?
I have one spell left for this catapult, and yeah, Sanctuary's gone and everything. I'm literally just, yeah, that's it.
Okay, as you kind of are climbing to the mast, the others see as these tentacles begin to writhe. One of them slams into Jade, throwing her against the stairs, and you can hear a crunch of bone as she slams into the edge. And her arm is not looking so hot. And on the other side, you see as one of the tentacles has another pirate. She does not look good, on the edge of her life. But Valaris kind of swings down that blade and cleaves through the last of this tentacle closest to Sindri. And it falls down into the water as well. And that will bring us, Noah. You have you are currently on the middle of the Schalt is on the middle of the deck in the midst of a harsh battle with a giant sea creature. You are next to the rail and have had just watched Jade get knocked in and kind of hear crunching of bone. And you see one of the pirates in the water nearby and the tentacle kind of looming in on you and Koba. What are you doing?
I don't know if this position is good or bad, but I guess take a stock of the situation. Does anyone seem to have any better of a handle? I know Boko's clearly climbing right now, getting ready to catapult something, but like, is anyone to look like they particularly are in need of assistance, or is everybody kind of in the same spot?
There's the cannon pointed directly at a tentacle.
That one was already fired.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, it was already fired. Miss Lorister fired it. Because it did the 20.
Miss Lorister fired this one over here, didn't she?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're talking about this one. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, there is a cannon right next to you that is loaded and pointed.
I suppose the cannon probably would be a little more effective than anything I could dish out in the immediate moment. So, sure, I'll try and fire the cannon.
All right. Would you like to designate someone to roll that for you?
I can
you know
do it
what?
if you want.
I believe in you, David. You got this.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't give it to me. Don't give it to me.
You got this, David.
Have you ever
Do
seen a
it, David.
cannon misfire?
David, you'll be great. You got it.
I believe.
No, yeah. Do it on behalf of the Schalt.
What's your dex?
My dex.
I can see. I've got it pulled up. Your dexterity is 0.
Oh.
Yeah,
But he is proficient in firearms, so it's +2.
I sure am.
And this one hasn't been aimed.
Nope.
Does it look like? Is it vaguely in the direction of a
It
tentacle?
is right in front of the
Why did you-
tentacle.
that was 2.
Perfect!
Never mind.
Fire!
So it's a 15.
The 15 does hit.
Hey!
Yeah.
3d10
we did
plus
it.
2.
All right.
3d10 plus 0.
Or yeah. You're right.
Amazing.
17
Happy
points
with
of
you,
damage.
David.
Beautiful.
I knew you could do it.
I can shoot cannons, but not a rifle.
It's fine. We'll
Technically,
fix
that was
it
the
eventually.
Schalt shooting a
Yeah,
cannon.
no. Rolling it up.
Eventually, we'll make the rifle be able to auto hit.
I am hit with a cannon tonight.
Hey, that's pretty good. Well, cool. I guess with that, hit him with the cannon, just kind of, just give myself a little pat on the back of success, and then kind of looking around for, I guess, anything situationally. Like, I don't know, is there a tentacle actually coming for me? Like, do I need to move out of the way to see if there's maybe could put an object between that and me, or possibly a very strong person?
Yeah, you could take
You might
a
want
few
to take a few
steps.
steps back.
Yeah, you could take a few
Yeah,
steps
that's a good
back into
idea.
the kitchen.
No. You can take a page out of Cade's book and just go below deck.
Wait, do I have my armor? Do I have my armor right now? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think if
Yeah.
you still have the
And
Arbiter's
Schalt
armor.
even has the golden armor too, because we got that back.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
in
that's
that
right.
case, I'm going to. Who's the other person that seems to be threatened by whatever the nearest tentacle is?
Koba
When-
or Jade is next to you.
Okay.
The
Do either of
cook
them
or
look
the-
particularly crunchable? I guess.
I mean, Jade,
Jade
just
has a broken
smashed her
arm now.
arm. Yeah, she
Oh.
looks like she has a
Well,
broken
in that
arm.
case, if Jade has a broken arm, I'm gonna go ahead and put myself between Jade and the tentacle and just double looking at the armor, look towards the thing. Finally, now I can actually do what this thing was meant to do.
Perfect.
Do it.
All right. Anything from Cade?
So I've actually had armor. My God.
Yes. Cade is going to
22 sessions.
hop out the door again, and then guiding bolt and archer the big creature.
Go for it. Give me those rolls.
Right.
The guiding bolt has hit once this entire campaign.
Guiding bolt is always a disappointment for me, no matter what game or system I play it in.
Why is it so bad? Why can I not roll guiding bolt? And then
Does she have inspiration or any?
No, I don't think
anything
any of
for
us
reroll?
have inspiration.
The DM said none of you are inspired. This is meant to kill you all.
I meant
what
to
it
roll that at
feels
the
like.
beginning, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I forgot, so it's whatever. Yeah. So Cade just kind of pops out and kind of throws them where the creature was, but it has moved around and kind of slithered further onto the ship side. And both of them go wide. Sindri still facing off now with the Leviathan's Bane. What are you doing?
Sindri, seeing the creature is just eating the people in the water, is going to yell, "Don't you ignore me!" And he's going to grab another one of the spears, so he has one in each hand, and he's going to run off the ship and try to, like, spear it in the sides to grapple the creature.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
Go ahead and roll me an athletics check first, and then you can roll me an attack roll.
You do a lot of jumping off of ships for someone who can't swim.
Right?
Yeah,
breathe
so
underwater
Sindri, you just
currently.
jump off into the water and go and take one of these Leviathan's Bane to kind of dig into the creature to begin climbing. So go ahead and make an attack roll.
All right.
Chop, chop. Oh no.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Bye, Sindri.
No.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity save.
Good thing you can breathe underwater.
Good
Okay.
thing I want a firearm.
So, this is what happens here. So you go to jump off, and one of the tentacles kind of comes from out of nowhere, going to flick you out of the way. And instead of getting the creature, you turn the Leviathan's Bane and stab it into the tentacle that has kind of twisted out of the way, and you are just barely hanging on to it, but the tentacle is sinking into the water, no longer moving. And so you are here and will have about one more turn before you sink under the waves. And that will bring us to Roland.
So you said I am out of insight on this creature because of the 5 rolls below 5 and its last nat 20.
No, just on the last roll, you didn't get anything.
okay.
You're not you're
Can
not
I
unable to use it. You just weren't able to get it.
You
that
are
time.
allowed to try
Gotcha.
again.
Yeah.
Okay, I will fail again.
Okay.
He can't beat it.
Well, that difference is 7.
You're telling me he rolled a natural 19.
What? No.
If he rolled a 16 to get a difference of 7 with a -3 on his charisma.
No, it's after the. Hold on. Let me make sure that I'm adding right. Sorry, minus. Oh, that's why I wasn't adding the 3. Minus 10. No, is that
Okay.
minus 9? I cannot do math. I'm so sorry.
Reverse map.
Minus 9. Final answer. My brain's fried, guys. I apologize.
Okay. Hole in the defenses. I can give myself or another creature a bonus on attack rolls against this creature equal to intelligence modifier until end of my next turn. Let's give. Sindri's doing the damage and has an action. Well, no, wait, he's got a small.
No, he's got
Yeah.
a Leviathan's Bane.
He still has a small with him, though, right?
Yeah. It's just not. It's on his back.
Where would he go without an anchor strapped to his back?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't say Sindri would think through his plans well.
We'll
Next
give
question is gonna be trying
Sindri.
to find Sindri.
Yeah, he'll
You're
call
24
out
hours.
a loose spot in the armor and tell Sindri to focus there. And
Okay.
Sindri, you will have a +3 on attack rolls until the end of my next turn.
Is there any range on that? Or is it just anybody?
It says myself or another creature.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
+3 on all attack rolls, Sindri.
Ooh, you can give it to like your mom back
Nice.
home while she's doing dishes.
Yeah, no, I feel like that should have a either a range or a creature you could see.
You know, it would make sense, but it's fine.
Maybe a creature you could communicate with or hear.
This is from the core Inquisitive Rogue, right? That's not even one of my things.
It is. You just.
Yeah.
No, it's one of you. It is one of your new things.
Is it?
I think, or maybe I can't remember if you rewrote it or if you shifted it from 9 to 3.
I don't remember if I don't remember. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anything else,
But,
Roland?
well, that was bonus action. I probably should have given it to myself, but he'll turn and try and smack that tentacle right there.
Oh, hell yeah, I believe in you. You got this.
Don't say that.
Hey, he has some positive. You've been negative, and it's failed you
Within
every
range,
time.
you could run up and use your dagger.
Yeah, so
Hey,
you need
that
more
hits.
positivity.
Hey.
Not on the
Wind of
miscounter
change.
today.
I want everyone to roll to see if they see him hit with the rifle.
I'm holding on by Clyde's words alone. I'm not going to see anything.
The only person on that deck or near that deck would have been Kate, and she's inside. So
No one will believe it. Oh.
funny.
So I do get sneak
guy-
attack because the
Don't
orc
worry,
is
my
next to
my
it.
artificer's
You do.
intuition will make me believe it.
I mean, the shot's probably close enough to see it.
No one will believe it.
He probably every time he sees the rifle fire checks to see if his mod worked and goes, ah shit.
Counterpoint, I think we're all going to know because we're used to hearing the sound of the rifle and then the round ricocheting off the water in the distance. The ricochet, that's what's
There's a
all
lot of
around the
noise.
hit.
There's a lot of noise going on right now. A lot of splashing.
Oh goodness! All right,
And
roll me that
cannon
damage.
I'm just checking to see if I have any other damage multipliers, and I don't think I do. Yeah.
Hey?
With a 1 on the damage die.
Oof.
Wait, do I have... No, I get that next level.
All right, so as you fire this rifle, you see the orc is
what?
currently grappled by it, and you just slice through the edge of the tentacle, which falls away, giving him enough leverage that he just pulls his axe through and cleanly cuts it off, and that tentacle slides down into the water, and he kind of gives you a nod before rushing down to assist the others.
Hang on.
Well, it's going to be insufferable after that.
I think I rolled too much sneak attack. I don't know how it's... No, I have 2d6.
Yeah.
I have 2d6. That is correct.
Yeah.
Different character. That's a 1 level dip into rogue.
You're all good. That will bring us back to Clyde.
Boko, how high up on the mast are you?
40 feet.
All right, good. Yeah, I would like to cast Healing Word on Boko, please.
Okay.
Yes. I have now held on by 2 of Clyde's words.
And I don't think I pointed it out, but you're no longer invisible because you cast a spell.
Oh, yeah. Well, that and I don't think I've been invisible since I fired cannon.
Yeah.
That counts as an attack.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else, Clyde?
DM, what stage is this cannon on? Because I want to move it to the next stage.
So that cannon, it was kind of tossed down from Sindri, and Tiff and the woman have been trying to right it and currently have it back up seated where it is ready to aim and maneuver. Ready to maneuver, load, and fire because they've kind of got it aimed and situated. So the aim is already taken care of. You just need to load and fire.
Clyde's getting pretty damn good at putting cannonballs in these things. That's what he's gonna do.
All right, then Nessie
Time to
will
put
go
balls in
ahead.
holes.
Fire. All right, go ahead and roll me that 3d10, and then go ahead and add a +3 for her dex.
Oh, it hit. Oh,
Yes,
you're
it did.
so kind to me, DM, letting me do that. Just gonna roll 3d10. 15 damage.
All right.
And that's the end. Yeah, that's all Clyde wanted to do.
Okay, Jasira.
Gonna try and make sure no one dies besides poor brother, but he's way out there. Couldn't help.
Let's try to get this resituated again. Re-aimed. Because you do what you're good at. Oh my gosh. Here you go. Much better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you're
Just
aiming at this
pops it
last
with the
one
hip.
over here?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, you get it aligned And the three of you now just moving just from one tentacle to the next, just aiming, firing. This time it's Whisper who loads it in the cannonball, and Miss Lorister once again will take a shot. And that
Whisper
one will
can load
definitely
it in
hit.
anytime he wants.
Jasira, go ahead and roll me 3d10 plus 4.
Nice. We're good with that. 3d10 plus 4. That's okay.
Nice.
That's good. That's good.
23. Let's see,
These cannons are pretty nice, guys.
Yeah.
I like these cannons.
We should take a couple for,
Strap them to
self-defense.
Sindri.
Yes.
If Sindri loses an arm, maybe we can just attach one on like a prosthetic.
No. Can we make a cannon out of stone?
Yes.
It'll work once.
That's all it needs to.
It only needs to work once.
Not only will it do cannonball damage, it will do shrapnel damage if you're close enough.
Yes.
We tell Sentry to run, and then we all get down and hide.
All right. As this creature is looking around and does see Sindri kind of moving with the two weapons as he had called out to it, it will prepare to chomp down and as it goes over towards Sindri, you just stick up the Leviathan's, both of the Leviathan's banes, and just kind of wedge its mouth open, and you're just standing there kind of holding it back at bay as it is currently wedged into your grip. And these tentacles will move.
Just where I want it.
The head is turning to face Sindri.
Yeah, the head is completely facing Sindri, and its mouth is open, and it is currently jammed. Oh yeah, did you want to do your trigger?
Can I take a shot at its other eye?
Yeah, go for it. Give it two little dangly earrings.
Oh man, this is gonna be.
Oh, it's gonna dive and its eyes are gonna pop out.
That is another
Cute.
failure.
Yes. Let's go. 3d8.
Plus 1 from the d6.
Okay, that's
12.
that's all right.
Good. Yeah.
That was my last spell slot.
Yeah, it has these two little dangly balls on either side that it's just kind of knocking back and forth, and is just annoying it as Sindri is just holding its mouth open. And one of the tentacles that is still alive is going to go after Thashalt and does hit. And so Thashalt will...
Oh no!
16... 19 points of bludgeoning damage to Thashalt.
Excellent. Could you apply that for me?
I did indeed.
Oof.
And Thashalt, you are picked up in the tentacle and currently grappled. And there are a few of these tentacles left. One of them is going to try and toss one of these people onto the ground, and the other is trying to squeeze the life out of it. And so we'll see. That'll hit. And I need a dexterity save from the captain, which she passes. And that will bring us to Boko.
Boko is going to rush down the mast 40 feet, and then he's going to rush across the deck towards the nearest cannon that needs help. So he's going to be heading in this direction. And that's it. Doing a lot of navigating along the ship here.
Alrighty. Thashalt, that'll bring us back to you. You are currently grappled and restrained by this large tentacle, one of the few left.
Which is not ideal, but it's better me than someone else.
I agree.
Well, let me see. I guess, do I even have a chance to try and break the grapple?
You can certainly try.
There's always a chance. But also no. You're right there.
Would you like to make an athletics check to try and break the grapple?
Well, let me actually check the map real quick. I actually just got back, so let me pop it open real quick.
All right. While you're doing that, Kate, Nicholas, is there anything that Kate is doing?
Let's see.
Going literally repeat of last turn. Hopefully you won't miss everything.
Oh, we'll see.
Guiding bolt. God damn it.
It's always disappointing.
Man, you were guiding bolt.
Always. Oh!
Oh.
Does Archer hit?
Nope. It does not. She's trying to fire out from the door, and it's just this chaos around her, and she's just throwing it out and hoping, not even really aiming at this point.
You know, she's just trying to make Roland feel a little bit better.
Just sticking her arm out the door, just far enough to get in the vague direction.
Exactly.
Sticks her face out every time she misses off. She looks at Roland directly and like gives him a wink.
That's an impressive wink to like crane your head up and over 10 feet over a railing.
She's part liquid. It's less impressive and more disturbing.
Is she on Roland's blind side right now?
No, he'd be looking this way and she'd be there. So
I can't do somatic if I'm grappled and restrained.
I think you can.
you can.
Oh,
Yeah.
can I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can still move
And
your
I'm
hand a
being
little bit.
squeezed.
It's just hard.
And I'm being squeezed by the tentacle right now.
Correct.
Okay. If I can do verbal somatic, utilize my focus. Let's see if this guy can keep a grip on me with this.
Oh no!
Just squeeze yourself.
The tentacles? Why?
Moving up the tentacles.
Oh, they're gonna get everywhere.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna say, let's see. I'm gonna just have it roll.
It's gonna
All gonna
squeeze and
take
you're gonna
psychic
pop
damage
20
from
feet
this.
in the air.
Yeah, it does. As it just goes to kind of squeeze in, it doesn't pop you up. It pops you down, and you just are pushed through the bottom and torpedoed into the water.
Whoops.
And you find yourself there next to Quinn, who's kind of swinging out with her blade at the base of this tentacle.
Oh, that is true magic, ladies.
The Kraken
and gentlemen.
dropped the soap.
Could have gone worse. All right, I love it. I guess with the bonus action read down there, it's going to just be like, "Oh, hello. Did you need any help?
Killed the thing.
I'm trying my best." So we just get ready to aim and fire at this thing again. Cool. I guess that probably. I think moving around this thing will be. So I'm probably just gonna try and just stay afloat and train one of my steam guns at it.
Okay. Then Sindri, you are sinking into the water as this tentacle.
I thought he was in the mouth.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh
thought.
yeah. You're currently
Yeah.
holding in the mouth. What are you doing?
So when it tried to bite me and I put the spear up, does it seem like the one spear is like in its mouth? Like it's closing its mouth, like force the sharp end in?
Yes, it's like wedged in as if you took
It's
like a
got two
toothpick.
toothpicks in his.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, it's the worst.
Alright, so Sindri is going to like use this, stand up and like stand on its teeth, and then take the second one and stab it so the point going in the opposite end of its mouth is the first one.
Okay, just twist it around and just pushing them, trying to spread open
Well,
his
no,
jaws.
the first I had two of them, so
Yep.
one of them is the one that's in there.
Yep.
Or
And then just dragging the other one going the opposite way, right?
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so just trying to spread out the jaws. Go ahead and make that attack roll for me.
Ooh,
All right.
spread those jaws.
Oh yeah, we got.
Plus
Yes,
Oh, nice.
An 18 will hit.
well-
you needed it.
I did not need it, but it's a 21. So that's going to be that, and then we're going to sear it
That's how it's
in
supposed to roll.
with. We're going to sear it in with my fire rune
Okay.
and really make it sting. Ignore the 5 because that doesn't work.
Yeah, just the
but
6.
that'd be the 6 fire damage, and it has to make a save, which I don't think is relevant. But
it passes.
yeah.
But yeah, you're searing
And then-
in, and you hear this kind of screech of the creature.
And then Sindri is going to use those two to kind of get a little bit more of a footing. He's going to pull his big maul out and then hit the end of the burning spear. See how far it can wedge it through its
Just
mouth.
drive the spike.
So this is an action
Yes.
surge?
Yes, this is
All
my
right.
action surge.
Yeah, go for it. Give me an attack roll with the maul.
Plus 3.
Alright.
Up through the mouth into.
I got one! Can I use an inspiration?
From what?
No, unfortunately not. You swing them all up, and the creature, still seeming to be intelligent, kind of twists right at the last minute and knocks you off balance, and you kind of lose your grip from where the Leviathan's Banes were and twist and fall inside the mouth. The Leviathan's Banes are still keeping the mouth open for now, but you are inside the mouth of this creature. And... oh, I don't think it has. And seeing your peril, Valaris is also going to grab one of these Leviathan Banes and jumps off the edge of the ship and is going to try and stab in, similar to what you had tried. And that one will, indeed.
But that looks fun.
Yeah,
It broke.
exactly.
Well, it doesn't seem to be going super well for me. So
Well, don't worry. We're going to turn the cannons around here pretty soon.
3D.
shoot right in the mouth. That's where it's weak.
Wait a second.
It was under. Ah!
Alrighty. And that will bring us to Roland.
All right. Let's see if I can get something higher on that table. Bonus action to insightful manipulate.
Oh shit!
Coming back now.
Okay, well, that's a difference of 15.
Still rolling high. All right, so 15 is a counter. The next time the creature forces you or another creature you can see within 60 feet of you to make a saving throw, you can grant a bonus to the saving throw equal to your intelligence modifier.
Nice.
So 60 feet. Let me just measure that real quick.
Make it. Ooh.
This half of the deck, basically.
Yeah.
And I'll move forward to get.
Grabbed again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and if you want to use it, so you see, Roland, as you kind of scan the deck, you see Lydia climbing up with her brother kind of over her shoulder, and she's lifting him up, and there's another pirate who's kind of trying to pull him in. The body still unmoving there, and one of the tentacles is moving over to try and slam down on all three of them.
Okay. Limp body.
Yeah, it's Lydia, it's another pirate there, and then the limp body of her brother that she has kind of on her shoulder that she's kind of handing off, and this tentacle is coming from their blind side.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Roland is going to... Wait, which spell do I have prepared before I do something stupid? The touch one. Okay. He's going to come running up to here, cast a quick cure wounds on the brother, or ignore the sneak attack.
Sneaky touch.
For what?
It looks like he's healing him, just knifes him in the kidney.
Goes in, the Assassin's Creed blade comes out as he goes into dodge.
Oh, shit, that's still attached.
Forgot about that.
Hey, it's still a net one healing.
Yeah. But no, so for 6 healing into there, and it's just gonna call out, "Watch out!" Point at the tentacle and backflip over the banister to get out of the way and down to the door that Kate is by.
Kate
With
is in.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And so are you giving the bonus to the brother? Is that what that was saying?
It's the next person to make a save
Okay.
gets the bonus.
Then I rolled his death saving throws. It was fail, success, 10 for a success, fail, and then a success. So he was
God.
stable when you healed him. And he does indeed get a breath of life from the heal.
Oh my
thank
god.
goodness.
Fuck.
He does have a
And-
grievous injury from coming up, though, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Okay. And
And here I'll post that again for reference.
thank you. All right, and so he is going to get. Oh, that's needed. It's a +3 on the save.
+3 to the save. The next person to make one.
I don't think it still helps him. Pass. All right, so as this tentacle comes flying, Elydia sees it and rolls one of the direction, but the other two pirates do get hit and get knocked, and they will go over this direction, and the brother is back down.
That poor brother. I'm up. He sees me. I'm down.
Hey, I mean, he's not dead, so...
No,
at
wake
least
up.
not yet.
Watch out. Backflip gets knocked by a tentacle.
Okay.
He was on the deck, sits up into the hit.
Oh, that makes my turn a little bit easier for what I'm going to do. All right.
Okay, and Clyde, it is indeed your turn.
Okay, this cannon should be aimed and loaded, correct? Because there's two people here that would have done that.
It was fired last time. They went through the whole cycle.
Yeah. So, okay, so...
Yeah, so if you want their assistance, yes, they can aim and load it for you.
Okay, yeah. That's,
Yeah. Because it's all kind of happening simultaneously.
There's three. I just want to fire the cannon.
Yeah, go for it. Give me the D20 roll.
All right, I'll use my whip. 15?
15, unfortunately, does not hit. Wait, it was aimed, so it should be +3.
Oh, +3, so an 18.
An 18 will hit.
Ha-ha!
Nice.
So roll me 3d10 plus
2.
Yeah.
The power with
17.
aim.
17. Very nice.
And I would like the healing word, poor brother.
Hey, you can't lay there!
5
Invalids
points.
off the deck!
Here comes the second tentacle. Just whack!
He gets 5 HP.
Perfect. Yeah, and you see him breathing, sputtering up liquid, but he's unmoving on the ground right now. And
What a bad day to
That's
wake
probably
up.
his best position. Is just unmoving on the ground currently.
Jasira.
We're gonna adjust. Because it works.
Yeah, go ahead and you, Miss Lorster and Whisper, ready. Do you want to fire the cannon this time instead of aiming?
I like aiming because I have advantage, so
Okay.
I feel more useful.
Fair
I like
enough.
that 23.
Fair enough. All right, then go ahead and roll me 3d10 plus 4.
Sure. Plus, I'm pretty sure they would have a higher modifier now. So
Yes, they do.
3d10. So really, it's better that way. Do 25. I can't fucking do
Nice.
25.
Yeah, as
Like-
you blast another of these tentacles that just splits and falls, releasing one of the pirates who drops into the water. And the captain and Corwin finish off the one at the far edge of the ship.
Good.
And that is going to bring us back to the creature's turn with only 2 tentacles left. The creature kind of twisting back and forth with these blades in its mouth. And Sindri in behind them is going to lift back its head and try and swallow Sindri. Sindri, I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
I believe. Save yourself.
Something I can do.
I'll say the thing he. Oh.
Don't say that. Oh my
I guess he wasn't wrong.
Oh, man!
What the
Fuck you. I am not going anywhere.
No!
If this creature wasn't the snake that could unhinge its jaw before, it's gonna be now. Snap her
Double
up.
that 20.
You know what? Hey, Sindri, how do you want to do this?
Oh, yeah!
As it's trying to close its jaws to like swallow me whole, instead I use the spears and I just keep pushing them out until they just stick through its brain on the top of its head and all the way out its body.
With a heavy bellow, the creature lunges and falls back into the waves as they crash open and sinks down. And you are still in the mouth, and Valaris is still on the creature. But the creature is no more and is sinking down into the water. And so after that...
What's that? Can we grab bobbers and start hitting it?
Yeah.
Two in the eyes.
Yeah.
We shall see. Jasira, as you hear the creature's noise as it bellows and falls backwards into the water. You look around. What are you doing?
Will you allow her to try to, like, get it?
Get it?
Get it? I made room. I got rid of one of them.
What
So
would you
yeah,
like to
I
do?
think. Let's see. So I guess how far is it from the ship?
It would be essentially falling backwards. This is a massive creature.
Would
So,
Jasir be able to do it from the
it's-
tentacles?
From the tentacles? I'm gonna pull your soul out through your tentacles.
Yeah. Touch its fingers.
Basically, yeah.
Make
So
its
essentially,
soul.
what is the closest contact I could make,
The
and then
'Cause those
how
tentacles
far would
are
I
not
need to
very
get?
far.
Right.
So you know that the tentacle that fell last was the one right in this direction. If you can see that, I don't know if I
Right.
have mine. Yeah, show to others.
I see it.
So yeah, this one is about 30 feet away. It just went under the water.
Okay. Okay. But Monster Boy up here would probably take longer to sink, right? So couldn't I...
Don't monks have a ton of movement?
Yeah, I was going to use this. Use Step of the Wind to try to double my movement for the turn as well.
Okay.
See if I could maybe... Like, do you think I'd be able to get there and hopefully get on some scale so I can...
I mean, you can certainly try.
Why the fuck not? There's a ship, there's a lifeboat right there if I needed to. They can help me.
That
so-
lifeboat is probably
Jasir
smashed at this
knows
point.
always double tap.
I mean, in this case, we got a triple tap, but like, yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, we're just whoosh. Whatever we gotta do to get over there. She's just gonna go swan dive, and after she leaps, of course.
All right, go ahead and give me
She'll
an
leap and
acrobatics
then
check.
swan. Okay. Come on, open that back up, please. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Let's do it. Acrobatics. Please. Yes, I like that. This is
you
good.
rush over and dive off into the water, seeing this opportunity, and just kind of press in. And you can see Valaris down there with the Leviathan's bane kind of twisting and finishing off the creature as well. And you can see as it's
tell him to
falling down
halt.
that there's something going on. Well, you call out and bubbles pop out of your mouth. But you are swimming down towards this creature.
No!
But
Let me murder!
your speed is 40, right?
Yes.
Yeah, with the Step of the Wind, you can get down to the creature. Give me an attack roll. And this is at advantage and an auto crit.
Yeah, I was like, because he a little dead, so like, this should work, I hope.
Little?
Actually, no, it's straight because it's... Whoa,
Oh
it
my
doesn't matter.
Oh, damn.
What?
You're all welcome for me
What
balancing the
just
scales so that could happen.
Double nat 20s.
That's called a
20,
natural 20.
Double nat 20s.
That's
So,
I've never seen one before. Thank you so much for telling me.
so like, that's
Bree, it's
pretty.
double natural 20. It doesn't matter.
It's
Just take it. Yeah,
I will take it,
You
thank you.
swim down, and Valaris is twisting his Leviathan's bane, finishing off the creature. But you come down and just kind of pull back, and just with this punch, and there's something else behind it. There is this latent energy from this small little fish that pushes through this creature and finishes off whatever is inside. And there is this swirling, almost whirlwind of water that pushes and spins as these bubbles pour out of this creature. And you are thrown up, pushed through the water, and almost popped out of the other side as you splash back down into the water. And looking down, are you pointing this into a ring or a bracelet?
It's a ring. That's what she's got left.
You see a bright gold or bright green gem on this ring with a solid red line down the center.
Beautiful.
It almost looks like an eye.
Ah, his eyes. Beautiful.
Canon here. That fish, that was the last act of vengeance because this creature killed that fish's whole family.
And Boko, that brings us to you.
Yeah, Boko's going up and over the cannon towards the nearest injured and is going to immediately drop down and start working on trying to stabilize her.
Okay.
setting bones, applying salves, trying to get her from her squished state to a more appropriate.
Absolutely. The Schultz, you and Quinn are out in the water swimming right now. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
That sounds good.
What?
Oh
my god.
So you two are swimming, seeing the tentacle kind of falling down, and you kind of take a deep breath as you're out of it, and suddenly you see Quinn just kind of look with a surprise as she is yanked under the water, and you see her being pulled down as her feet seems to be tangled with the tentacle.
That's not good. Okay.
Oh shit. Well, real shame. She will
Wait,
be
what's
missed.
the tentacle? Wait, is the tentacle still greased? Well, maybe it's not.
Actually, it would be. Let me roll that advantage. Well, she still didn't pass.
Damn
2 out of 3. But
it,
it is technically grease. The water must have washed it off.
Ah, crap. Okay.
There's just a grease spot floating on top of the water.
Oh, Jesus. Anything I'm gonna be.
Pete is going to come after you.
ASPCA.
Yep.
Also fair. Wait, I might have something actually. Do I have this ability?
Also, please tell me somebody
I have my
clicked the
hydrovalve
quad
abilities,
natural
right?
20s.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have my hydrovalve abilities?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Oh my goodness, that's brilliant.
Oh my god.
For the first time I've actually had my damn ability.
Okay, you make an attack roll using your intelligence modifier, so go ahead.
Okay.
As you fire this down through the water. That will hit! You just fire it down and grab onto her, and she is held as you're kind of swimming with this just extended hand from the armor. Oh, I love it.
Oh, maybe
I love
It worked. I mean,
I can't believe it. I knew the minute I get to field test this, it would work. The Academy will never believe this.
Okay.
All right, well, I guess at this point, I'm going to try and hold her and hope that the tentacle slips off with all the grease.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is. It has no strength left with it. So with just holding on and pulling, the tentacle does eventually kind of slip off between the two of you, and you are able to kind of swim back up and head towards the boat. Cade, what is Cade doing? As she pops back out, expecting a creature there still.
Roland.
Zero just pops out. Sees the creature is not there and is going to cast Cure Wounds on herself.
Probably wise.
Maybe if it'll roll.
It never
I
will.
have to edit all of them because she doesn't have them done correctly. I'm pretty sure it's her fault.
Did she put them in manually instead of dragging them?
There you go.
All right, 11 healing to her, and that'll bring us to Sindri.
And she's gonna ask, so what happened? Now, to Sindri, since you've already established it's like 40 feet underwater currently, I don't know how Sindri deals with that.
It's not quite 40 feet underwater. It was 40 feet away from the boat, but it is sinking, and you are in its mouth right now.
All right. Well, Sindri is
let
going
go so
to...
that you float up. Oh.
Wait. No. It's got 2 bobbers attached to the eyes. Go for the eyes.
Yeah, I guess the head is actually held about 10 feet underneath the water. As these bobbers are holding the head. It's beginning to sink a little bit, but it is holding it up, holding the mouth up.
Okay, I'm going to need to leverage that for a
Sindri is going to climb, and I assume as he sees the creature is dead, he's going to drop his giant form so that he doesn't weigh as much. And you just see like the bobbers, like mostly sunk. They just raise a little bit in the water.
5 foot margin.
Yep.
And Sindri's going to be desperately trying to climb up to where the ropes are.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check, Sindri.
Okay.
You still have enlarge on you?
Yes, he does, technically.
Yes. So that's still an advantage.
All right. So using these Leviathan's veins, you just stretch out the jaws and kind of grab around and climb up on top. And Cade, kind of looking for what's going on, does see you over on that side, and Valaris is beginning to swim in your direction. The big man, about the same size as you in this enlarged form, and actually, with enlarged, you'd only be medium because enlarged just increases
I'm
you
currently
one.
a medium creature.
Yeah, so he dwarfs you, and so he just quickly picks you up and kind of pushes you over, grabbing you up and beginning to swim one-armed back towards the boat. And I think with that...
As he swims, and I like pop up and down, Kate, drop, enlarge!
Yeah, and she will eventually drop enlarge as well.
And then he almost drops me, and suddenly I'm like half the size.
He just puts you in his pocket.
Is the brother still down, by the way?
No, I healed him. He got
he's
up.
not.
Okay.
You guys made it out of here without anyone dying, which is crazy. As
Just
you
gonna look over to Quinn once they pull back up. Well, what can you say? When you're good, you're good. I greased the guy, and then we got out of here.
Unorthodox, to be sure, but thank you.
I'm flattered. Let's get back on the boat.
Yeah, and as you kind of...
the golden armor is dragging him down.
Yeah, things to the bottom.
No such thing as too much lube.
As everyone is able to eventually get back onto the boat, there is significant damage to the ship itself, as well as the masts. It still seems to be in sailing condition, but it is certainly not at what it was. And as Valaris kind of lifts Sindri back up onto the ship and begins to kind of climb over, you see as he immediately goes to the captain and they begin to discuss, what are you all doing?
Roland will just walk around the ship trying to piece stuff back together with mending and just pulling chunks of wood together. As long as the break is no more than 1 foot, he can pull 2 pieces of wood together and just...
I have that ability
together.
too. Let's work on it, huh?
Yeah.
Clyde's gonna get Tiff and whoever was helping with the cannon to drag out a ballista and fire some of those attached cords into this corpse, so we don't lose this big payday.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Bogo is
That's
going to
my-
be supporting Thashalt and Roland by mending by hand things so that they are broken no more than a foot in diameter.
Ah.
That's smart.
And you actually see between the 3 of you, you see that Shay is out there as well doing something similar, mending the pieces. And you see another individual that you have not had much interaction with, though Roland has run into him once when he dropped a very smelly coin into his drink. But you see Ezra out there doing something similar too.
I didn't run into him. He just ran into him.
You can't prove anything.
And Clyde, as
Somehow
you go
wearing
over,
my shirt.
the ballistas aren't in place, but the towers are there. And as it is kind of moved to try and fire in the towers, go ahead and make me a perception check.
All right. A 7.
As you look around, you see no body. There's this massive creature that was here is not there, and even the bobbers that were in it, they're gone.
Hey guys, we're sure it's dead, right?
Sure, what's dead?
Jasira checks her hand. Yeah, it's dead.
Everyone pretend we don't know what he's talking about.
Play the game Gaslight Clyde.
Gaslighting.
Yeah.
It's just commonly known that these massive sea creatures are able to sometimes spontaneously teleport. Sometimes that means the corpse is gone. Sometimes that means that a tail appears somewhere and whacks someone in the middle of the deck. You know, it's just...
Yeah, you
Sometimes they
never
just
know.
fall out of the sky.
sometimes they just fall out of the sky. Like, it's a thing, guys.
Jasira will share with Clyde the tiny fish she saw down there and believes that was actually its power source.
Clyde's a little weirded out. Says, all right, Jazira, that's very nice. Where'd it go?
It could have.
No.
No. Well, that's all I got.
And Boca, with your high passive perception, you can also see you and Cade do notice that there seems to be some anger in the conversation between the captain and Valaris. And you see Corwin is down among the crew, kind of helping to get people up and get people care and get people over to kind of this makeshift hospital that has been set up on the lower deck. But the captain and Valaris are kind of arguing back and forth.
Does it look like, are we still stationary, or are we moving towards the wreckage of the other ship that was first attacked by the Brickleback?
That ship, actually, as you kind of think about this, that ship is no longer nearby. And you look up on the horizon, and you actually see that it is making its way away from you, and is a good distance by this point.
It's like under its own sails.
Under its own sails, yeah. It was not nearly as damaged as you guys currently are, since you guys had kind of gotten it right at the beginning of its fight.
Interesting. So yeah, Boca will continue.
Wait. So we followed the code and came in and helped this motherfucker, and they took off running.
And fire cannons.
Yes, and Roland and Boko, as you're having this conversation, you can hear just enough of the conversation between Valaris and the captain that they seem to have very similar thoughts.
Oh, fuck.
That's reason to be pissy.
Oh, yeah, out for blood.
Those mothers throwed it.
Hey, Roland, you got a good eye. You still see the damn thing?
What? It's right there. It's attached to the butt. What did you do?
I ain't done shit.
Yeah, you guys all look into the water, and there's no sign of the creature. And it's difficult to see in very, very deep down, but this was a massive creature, and it must have sunk way faster than you expected.
I have no magic on me. I can't do anything.
I mean, I was hoping the bobbers would do something, because I was going to throw a bobber to try and keep this damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no sign of the bobbers, no signs of the Leviathan's mange, nothing.
Correct. Yep.
Hey, Sindri! Grab a rope, you're going in!
And Jasira, you kind of move over and focus on Tove, and then as well as Lydia's brother, who you find his name, which is currently escaping me.
Does he have two grievous wounds?
He does. And I rolled for one of them.
He's gonna be on bed rest for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feet there.
Also,
and what is his?
Don't we get exhaustion for being revived too?
Good.
I don't remember.
Yes, I think it's one level of exhaustion every time you're revived.
Yeah.
But no one then ever comes up because everyone hates exhaustion.
He is suffering from immense pain in his chest. And
yeah, broken ribs will do that.
Flail chest.
Sucking chest wound.
Yeah, and he is just completely exhausted. He is barely able to move, but his entire chest is bruised and broken.
As soon as Boko finishes stabilizing Jade, he's going to move to Tove and Jasira. And Tove's been pretty stabilized, right? By Iz?
Yeah, Iz is pretty much sat on her and has made sure that he has bandaged her as best as he can. And with the bits of healing that have been coming through, she seems to be stable, but she's in shock.
Her leg is nowhere to be found to be reattached, is it?
Yeah, no. It was probably swallowed.
All right, Sindri, go get it!
So you see Sindri is just kind of ranting at no one and everyone. I was told that being attacked by tentacle monsters was a rare thing. It was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It doesn't happen often at sea. It's just so rare. I've been on 2 ships. Both of them have been attacked by tentacle monsters. I saw a 3rd ship being attacked by a tentacle monster. I feel like I've been lied to.
Oops. You lied, you dog.
Yeah.
Boko's going to look at Jasira, and he's going to say, I can fix this, but it will not be pretty. It will take many days.
What do you think, Tove?
She's currently in shock and is not really responsive.
Which is why Boku's asking your permission.
Yeah.
Well,
And this is kind of happening as she's being transitioned into that kind of temporary hospital setup.
I will say though, at least whenever she gets comfortable, I wanna would you consider her passed out already? Because if not, she would try to cast sleep on her just so she can actually rest.
Yeah, you can see her in this shock state, and you cast sleep in this moment, kind of making sure that she's away from enough, and you do watch as her eyes kind of flitter and eventually close.
I think having a leg, however unpretty, is valuable.
Boku will nod and immediately go try to find the Shalt and Shay.
All right.
All right, yeah, and it is easy enough to find the two of them.
And Boku's just going to lay the plan out, and he's going to say, to get Tove back on her feet, I was thinking about creating a makeshift prosthetic for her to stand upon. What I would need is some kind of mechanical gearbox that would act like an ankle, the Shalt. Do you think you can create
are there
this?
any cut-up tentacles anywhere?
They're all over the place.
Slap that tentacle on that stump.
I could probably manage something like that. Think.
They can create a template that you can build. If you give me something to work around, I can stitch it in.
All right.
And Boku's going to start
Before they
trying to find some organics.
Yeah. Are we going to do surgery? It seems like I would like to use, I think, a last healing word on Tove if we're going to do surgery.
Okay.
On Tove.
It's probably going to take a few days for the prosthetic to be ready for implementation.
In that case, we can just hang out, do a short rest, everyone take a nap.
She's sleeping right now. It's okay.
But I have.
Is there anyone else who's way worse off? Because I do have a healing word that can go to someone who is.
I've got cure wounds as well that I can put into someone who's bad.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna do Illidia's brother again, but
He's
I think I took care of that.
Yeah.
I would do it for Jade because I would have been able to stabilize her, but not bring her up.
See, that was my plan for a turn, but then you did that. But he got hit again, so it worked out.
Yeah.
I got hit again.
All the heals.
Hey guys, while we're healing everyone, can we eat the thing we killed?
It's gone! Clyde's going to shout at Sindri. I've been saying, go get it!
Where did it go?
And Cade do a lap around the boat to check out and see.
Sure, yeah. She does a lap around the boat and comes back. It's definitely gone.
Does it seem like it went down or it vanished?
I mean, you all saw it sinking.
I thought. Well, you said it was hanging around about the 10-foot mark with the bobbers.
It was. I mean, in
the
initiative,
head stayed up while the body.
Yeah, and my plan
sank,
was to
and then
try
it
and
went
throw
down.
a bobber at it to try and get another one.
Yeah. So,
But then you said it was gone.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So in initiative, in the moment in the fight, it was kind of hanging there before it, and so it gave it a couple of moments. But by the time you had gotten around, by the time you had looked for it to try and do something about it, it was deep enough apparently that you couldn't see it.
I think we should fire a couple tower shots straight down, see if we can nab it. Luckily,
Sure.
Sentry
Roll me a d20, Boko.
Yeah.
Clyde
He can
is
breathe
tying
underwater.
a goddamn rope around Sindri.
Yeah, Sindri can currently breathe in the water.
Yeah.
And he does sing like an anchor.
We're gonna give you a big ass fish hook and just hook this through his mouth. We are making money off of this one way or another.
Try it. Jump off the edge.
Damn it, DM, we're looting the body.
You can't stop this.
Boko, give me the D20 first, as if you're firing into Torin.
I was kidding.
Oh, okay, then
Boko is far more interested in making a prosthetic for Tove.
Sindri, you are going into the water.
There's going to need to be some. I want a contested strength check on this from some people.
I'm asking, not telling. Does Sindri want to go in after this thing?
With a rope.
Sindri wants to go after it, but he doesn't want to go in the water. So there's confliction in Sindri.
Sindri, no one will believe you killed it if you don't get it. Do you want everyone not to believe you got attacked by a tentacle?
Sindri, I think it grabbed your dish.
Oh my god.
Sindri's face immediately goes angry and just dives.
He doesn't even look to see if it's still
there.
He does not.
It's been kind of broken where it's like half behind the mast. That's enough that it just goes in.
He doesn't even jump. He just runs through the banister.
I mean, the banister is probably broken. Okay, Sindri. So you are tied to this rope and go into this water.
Is he though? He runs off the edge and there's
No. Clyde was 100% aggressively trying to tie
Tying a rope. Or
Yeah.
It's like, we gotta go. Come
I'll
on,
say
come
you
on.
get a rope
I
in.
got you.
Sindri, you get into the water and begin to slowly sink down. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
I think I sink quickly. Canonically, I sink quickly.
Yeah, like a
But I am currently placating my dog, so someone could roll perception for me.
I do want it said he should still have
got
bardic inspiration if he wants to use it.
Sure. Sindri.
This goes back to a conversation Sindri and Kate had on the deck of a ship. Sindri goes, "What's an anchor?" And Kate goes, "You. You are an anchor."
It's not wrong.
Okay, perception. That's not bad.
Hey, Maple,
Yeah.
don't go in that water.
Bad. That's good.
Do the bardic inspiration
bardic
too,
inspiration.
just to make sure
see.
it goes above 20.
Yeah.
What did I get?
19.
Ooh, that's solid.
23 with the bardic inspiration.
Nice.
Oh, that's really good.
That's nice.
Get that fish.
We are looting the body, DM. Please.
Sindri,
Just continuously tying ropes onto the rope attached to Sindri.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. It's a ship. We have plenty of rope.
And one thing they have plenty of.
Sindri,
I canonically sink, but I feel like Sindri canonically should be able to deal with some high pressures.
yeah, no, Sindri, you are tossed off or run off the edge of this.
No.
You run off the edge of this and go into the water, and you sink. And even despite the bit of extra rope from this being sailing rope, it doesn't get you too deep. Maybe about 50 feet into the water. And it is this dark,
Tie another one off.
dark ocean water that is surrounding you, and you look left and right, and as far as you can tell, the water around you looks empty. You look around and you can't you can see your hand in front of your face, but you can't see much into the distance. It's not like you can see a floor of it's not like you can see fish around, and you look left and right and it's just confusing. And then all of a sudden, for this brief moment, there is this shimmer of darkness. It goes in front of where you're looking, but you don't have any reference to see to be able to tell how far away it is. But there is this dark shape moving through the water, and it's there, and then suddenly it's gone.
There's always bigger fish.
Does it seem big?
Make me well, I guess I'm rolling an insight check. Let me pop open this.
Make me
is it,
roll my
is
at me.
it moving under its
We'll
own
do
power, or is
survival.
it sinking?
We'll do survival check.
Also, did we prearrange a signal for when to pull him up,
Ooh.
or is he just down there for the next
Nope.
8 hours?
Yeah, with the
Nobody
three,
arranged anything.
with the
Keep adding
three,
rope until he hits bottom.
with a 3, Sindri, it is very difficult to tell distance or direction. You see something moving from beneath you somewhere away from you, but what it is, how big it is, it's difficult to tell.
Since Sindri cannot tell, he does not have much interest and just kind of like slightly looks like, and continues trying to swim down.
We just keep adding rope.
The whole time.
So he's currently tied off. How are you guys
the
adding
bastard
rope?
stole my disc. Nobody steals my
rope.
disc.
We're on a ship. We have tons of rope. You just throw a knot on that motherfucker, toss it off.
Just the whole time, just tunnel vision.
Yeah.
He stole my disc. How? No one steals my disc. That is my disc. I earned that disc. People keep stealing my goddamn disc. Yeah.
All right. So,
while this is going on, I'm going to go back and make sure that the disc is actually still there, because if it isn't, we have a perfect reason for why not. But
yeah, the platform that it's on is shattered, but the disc is still on the back of the ship. Damn it. It's kind of off in the corner, but it's caught on the banister there, as that's kind of the thicker edge of the ship. Sindri just watches it pass him. No.
Did you push my disc under the water?
Sindri, you struggle against the rope and then find it loosen and you swim further down, and then struggle against the rope and find it loosen and swim further down. And it takes like 20-30 minutes between all of this swimming, adjusting rope, and you still have not found any sight of anything. You've now eventually found fish that are kind of swimming by and have kind of taken interest in you.
It'll be a long ass climb up, Sindri.
Sindri's just gonna keep going. He just there's no reason Sindri's just gonna be like, He's been informed that has my disc.
Are you fighting against the rope? Because you can only, despite how much rope is on the ship, there's only so far you can go. You're not going to make it to the bottom with rope.
Yeah.
You can make it to the bottom without rope.
That's what I'm asking.
Eventually, when we hit like 300 feet of rope, we're probably going to stop adding it and start pulling it back in.
Yeah, so Sindri, eventually you are fighting against this rope and feel it beginning to pull you back up. What are you doing?
Sindri's gonna keep swimming down.
Oh, it's a fighter!
Are you gonna try and break the rope?
Sindri is not trying to break the rope. He's swimming down, and he's so not used to the water.
Right,
he doesn't really tell the difference between them pulling the rope up and when the rope stops when they're putting more rope on it.
All right, how much
he's also so deep he can't tell which way is up right now.
Yeah, he's just going.
So yeah, just continuing to swim. It is difficult to pull up Sindri, and eventually you need help. And
I say the ship is made for hauling in sea monsters. It's got to have a winch on it somewhere.
I mean, I'm sure there is. Sure.
The boat starts leaning to the side.
A witch.
I mean, there's multiple bigger winches than that. Yeah, if you want to grab one of the central winches and pull him up that way, you can certainly do that, Clyde.
Clyde is not going to try and haul the heavy-ass Sindri up. No. This dense little fucking titan. No, thank you.
Density shaming him. This is the second time.
Always. Well, yeah, Clyde has to haul him up via rope. Absolutely. Better have
At this point, the rope weighs more than Sindri.
Yeah, it does.
Gosh.
That thick nautical rope.
Yeah. But yes, eventually, Sindri, you are pulled back up and kind of break the surface of the water as you see them winching you up.
Swimming position when his feet come out of the water.
Clyde looks down. Where's the fish?
Sindri looks up confused.
What does Sindri say?
No, put me back down. It has my disc.
Sindri. I was wrong. The platform was shattered, but the disc is still on board. You're good.
What?
You lied to me?
Sindri looks around. Get out of the water!
Yeah, and you are quickly
Sindri
winched
starts
up out
like
of the water.
clawing at the side of the boat to try to get out of the water.
Yes, and there's actually a ladder on the side, and so the winch kind of makes it a little difficult, but you eventually kind of clamber up and are pulled back onto the deck. As this all is happening, is there anyone else doing anything in the aftermath of this battle?
Kate is going to give a disappointed look at Sindri.
So was Clyde. You didn't come up with that fish.
Yeah, that was a payday. I wanted a trophy.
Right? At least a tooth.
Yeah. A tooth would be a spear for us. Like,
I mean, there's plenty of tentacles lying on the ground.
Tentacles, schmentacles. We've seen those.
we can.
I would like some of those, actually.
We can skin some and make like decorative bracers for ourselves out of brickleback hide.
Just watching the pictures.
Likely one of the tooth came out in Sindri's back when he bit him one of the times.
I think we're going back into, didn't we pick up one of the eviscerator blades?
Yeah.
Goodness.
We want trophies, damn it!
I mean, get them before the battle's over.
Hey, we hit it with 2 bombers and then it sank before I could try.
Yeah, funny about that.
I know. I can't wait for zombie version 2 to come kill us.
In our defense, we tried to get him while still in initiative. So
We did.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think we could have done any quicker action to do so.
There are always reasons for things. I'll just say that.
Unless we got him while still fighting it, then we could have.
Sometimes the reason is the DM doesn't want to deal with the loot table.
Sometimes.
I mean, we did already get the soul, so I guess that's
That might be a mildly useful piece of loot.
Just
we got
mildly.
the soul. Must I put that soul into Tolf's new prosthetic and make it
I was going to
badass?
say, we're probably going to need some sort of soul to channel and weave this the organics into this prosthetic.
Well,
Probably
we'll get
not
into
that big of a soul.
Use the
I'm sorry,
tentacle
what?
then, so it's the soul and the tentacle, and then Tolf is just fucking creepy from now on.
We're using the soul as a conduit? This is not part of my artificer
Have
manual.
you not been paying attention? These two are doing weird, fucked up shit.
We just turned Tove into Ursula.
But just with 1 foot. It's just like 8 tentacles on 1 foot.
I gave the Schalt the metal and the scrap to make me a gearbox that acts like an ankle. He gets the mechanical part. That's totally fine. I'll do the creepy stuff.
That's kosher. That's kosher. I give it back to you. You deal with whatever it is. It's great.
Why don't we just sew a tentacle to her leg? It should be fine.
We're not stitchers. We're artificers.
That's not how medicine works.
What?
I
Just
don't know.
curious, what class is Tove? Have I seen her fight?
She hasn't done a whole lot of fighting.
Oh.
She seems to be similarly inclined to Jasira in some ways, but she is less of a fighter than she is a survivor.
Gotcha.
Does anyone else have anything that they're doing on after the battle here?
Clyde is just
Sindri-
looking and just cursing at the fucking water that this thing's gone.
Okay.
But Clyde has taken no damage this entire fight. He's pristine.
And
Wow.
Sindri, what was that?
Sindri's going back below deck and chaining himself to the wall.
Never coming out again. Okay.
I shouldn't have come out. I should have just stayed out and safe. Apparently, tentacle monsters attack all the time at sea.
And Roy, did you have something as well?
Just repairing the ship. He's going to work into the night on that.
So yeah, as everyone,
the
I
mess
think
is
everyone's
driving him nuts.
going to be drafted into helping fix the ship
Yes.
in one way or another.
Henry does
everyone,
not know how to
It's-
do woodwork.
Specifically, this ship had very fine lines. Everything was very well engineered and
Mhm.
put together, and the mess is driving him nuts.
yeah, and many
Oh,
of
no.
many of the sailors are put to work in some regard, trying to do repairs or patchwork to try and get them. And you all are steered now on a direct course for Port Crez to try and finish the repairs and recuperate after this excursion. And that is where we're going to go ahead and pick up again next week. And
Are we off next week?
or,
not
sorry,
next
yeah,
week.
2 weeks from
weeks.
now. You're correct. 2 weeks from now.
All right.
So
Oh, yeah. Are we going to do the half talk thing next week?
I don't know if I will have
Oh.
time. We
Yeah.
might have time on a Saturday if
I
that
would-
works for people, but we'll
I mean,
see.
that'd work better than Sunday for
Yeah,
me. But
yeah. Sunday
No, I
is
can
gonna
do a
be.
Saturday.
We'll see. I'll check my
Okay.
schedule and maybe throw something in the Discord because I'd like to
we've
do
had
that
some
again.
Crazy sessions.
yeah, for sure. And I know I won't be able to do the one in May, so we'll try and see if we can do something like that next weekend.
It's okay. We can all get together and do it without
I mean,
you present.
Fire.
If somebody wants to
Session
record it,
where
I'll
we go
throw it in.
find,
Find the corpse. They're like, "Oh, you missed it, but the last session we actually found the body."
Yep.
All right. Well,
We
I'll
found more rope.
go ahead and cap it off then here with a bit of exposition as we set up for the next session. The boy who helped her, who eventually told her his name was Renadesh, and Elle became good friends. They spent most mornings together, training in various forms of combat. Renadesh knew many things. Apparently his father was someone of significant importance, but this also meant that they had to practice in secret. Despite the circumstances, Renadesh was an excellent teacher, and Elle a quick study. This made it all the more painful when he had to leave. His father had decided he was old enough to join him on his next expedition. That was the last straw for Elle. There was nothing else for her, at least not here. And it was time to set out on the sea. Now, she just had to find a ship. Thank you so much for joining us in on this game, and we will see you again next time. Talk to you soon.